guy that was playing the deep third on that one, so he had to come up and make the play on Irwin, who caught the ball on the seam.
Mullins under center, ball at the left hash, 37-yard line, gets a snap, turns, gives to Bigsby, who starts left, tries to cut back right, runs into one Steelers defender, and gets to about the 39-yard line, pickup of 2, as Daniel Laquale makes a stop for the Steelers.
Yeah, initial contact by James Pierre off the edge, but Tank Bigsby, one of the big assets that he has as a running back, and this goes all the way back to college when he was at Auburn, was that he keeps the legs churning. He keeps moving his feet and falling forward, so that's what happened. He got hit in the backfield and was able to turn that into a 3-yard gain.
I want to mention that Y.A. Black was also in that stop defensively for the Steelers, the rookie. As Mullins settles into the shotgun, has Bigsby to his left. 8:10 and counting remaining, second quarter, as he gets a snap. Back to pass, looking right, will throw out that way, and it is complete along the right sideline, but a short game as Beanie Bishop wrestles down Cephas at the 44-yard line of the Steelers.
Good second-year matchup there, Beanie Bishop versus Joshua Cephas. Out there in the flat zone is what we call that. When you run up and kind of give the shallow out, but you don't go all the way to the sideline, it's considered a flat route. And Beanie Bishop just picked up, did not allow Cephas to get any yak after that, which was the most important thing. He makes the catch, but he does not make the yards after that.
Third and a short 4. Mullins in the shotgun, has Bigsby to his right. Gets the snap, back to pass, looking left. Now pumps and is going to throw in that direction, and off the extended fingertips of Eccles, and incomplete. As a nice job defensively intended for Trenton Irwin, as Eccles is able to deflect it away.
And a great job by Brandon Eccles. He wasn't even initially on the coverage. The coverage was actually happening with Chuck Clark, and Brandon Eccles just played football. He became a center fielder and almost had the interception. He had more than one finger on it, had about 3, but it didn't hit near the palm, so therefore he couldn't come up with it and gets a PBU on the play. Logan
Cook back to punt, and Cook will go end over end, and back deep is Keyshawn Williams, going to take it into 13, spins, and is hit and dropped right there at the 14-yard line, which is where the Steelers will take over at the 7:15 mark of the second quarter. From Everbank Stadium, Steelers football continues with the score of the Steelers 7, the Jaguars 6.
Confluence Financial Partners provides financial guidance that balances living fully today, preparing confidently for tomorrow, and securing what matters most. As your partner in wealth management and a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, they act as the quarterback of your financial plan, helping you navigate life's transitions and milestones. Your legacy deserves more than a plan. It deserves a partner. Discover how Confluence Financial Partners can help you build yours at confluencefp.com.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrissure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Steelers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers. Planting a tree, putting in a new sprinkler system, digging a trench, no matter the project. If it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at PA1call.org. PA1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We know you need more than just game day. That's why your radio home of the Steelers brings you the best coverage all week.
The run-up and the boot
to take you to the next kickoff. WDVE, Pittsburgh.
7:15 remaining, second quarter, Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Steelers leading the Jaguars 7-6, and Skyler Thompson has checked in at the quarterback position. So good, efficient work by Mason Rudolph, done in, of course, by that sack, but looked sharp, and now Skyler Thompson will get his shot.
And it looks like Skyler Thompson might get the lion's share going in for this game.
Caleb Johnson, the lone setback with Thompson in the shotgun. 6 in the play clock as he gets a snap. Looks right, throws, and he finds Hayward underneath, and Hayward will turn and spin off the right side and get out to about the 23-yard line, so pick up of 8 on first down.
Yeah, nice little dump off on the seam. Felt pressure coming from the right-hand side. Obviously, your security blanket's going to be the tight end, and, of course, that guy being Connor Hayward, just taking a little 5-yard route, hooking up in the curl flat zone, and then just getting up north. So nice job for the Steelers on first down.
Thompson moves to the line of scrimmage. He's under center. Lone setback is Caleb Johnson. Turn and the give to Johnson. Johnson meets penetration, and he is driven backwards, dropped for a loss, back to the 20-yard line. Tried the right side, and Antonio Johnson, the safety, came up to make the stop.
And as I'm watching this replay, I'm not going to say that a lineman got blown up, but he might want to get the license plate number of that teal blue car that just came running in through the middle.
Not what you want to hear, obviously.
No. But live to fight another play.
And so now it is a 3rd and 5 back at the 21-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Thompson, as Johnson to his left, 2 receivers split to each side. Extends the hands, gets the snap, back to pass, some pressure coming, going to roll out to his left, looking, has some green grass out there, crosses the 20, flag behind him, dives forward, looks to have enough for the first down, but that flag back behind the play, sitting at the 13-yard line in that area, that usually means someone got grabbed.
Yeah, you're going to hear it. Can't hear the mic, but we know what that universal sign language sign is. That's holding on the offense. Happened on the backside of the play as 17 released out to his left.
Referee's Alex Kemp. Let's see if we can get the call here.
Making a decision whether Liam Cohen wants to accept
holding. Offense number 60. Penalties decline. 4th down.
And that was Dylan Cook, and mentioned that Thompson was stretching for that first down marker, but did not reach it, and so now Corliss Waitman will get his opportunity to boot it away for the Steelers.
And I'm looking at the play on the call on Dylan. Dylan was at the left tackle position. The man with a humongous club on his hand, trying to see who that is. That looks to be, is it 48? Yeah, the Chad Muma, who has a big club on his hand, or donut as we call it, tried to disengage and made it very easy. He was right in front of the ref.
A high snap to Waitman, who just destroys a punt all the way back to the 19-yard line. Cephas on the return is taken down by Sebastian Castro after a 6-yard return. Terrific punt by Corliss Waitman in that battle with Cam Johnston to be the Steelers punter this season. 5:31 remains, second quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score: the Steelers 7 and the Jaguars 6.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
Protecting with all the digital tools you want, go to Northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank, for what's next.
At Washington and Jefferson College, we don't just equip you for what's next. We empower you to adapt and thrive. At W&J, bold academics meet professors who coach you to succeed. Real-world experience is built into every major. So when you graduate, you're not just ready, you're game ready. Schedule your campus visit today at washjeff.edu. That's washjeff.edu, and see where your journey begins. Washington and Jefferson College, where you learn to adapt to any challenge and thrive in the ever-changing world.
The U.S. Steel, we're engineering what's next. High-strength steel for safer, smarter cars. rebars, precision products for resilient, sustainable homes, innovative alloys powering clean energy and advanced construction. The transformation of U.S. Steel continues as we focus on delivering visionary steel solutions that serve customers and communities along with people and the planet. Together, we're building stronger next-generation steels right here in the U.S., mined, melted, and made in the USA. To learn more about the future of steel, visit ussteel.com.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Kelce Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Kelce Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Randy Bauman Mornings and Steelers Football, TVE.
Welcome back to Everbank Stadium. 5:31 remains second quarter. Steelers up 7-6 here. The latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Get the financial answers you need. ClearviewFCU.org. 2 games going on right now. Rams leading Dallas 14-0 in the second. Tampa Bay up next for the Steelers, leading 3-0 over Tennessee in the first. Nick Mullins gets a snap, back to pass on the play action, throws up the right side, and it is incomplete, drop by Trenton Irwin. Beanie Bishop in coverage. Pretty good throw by Mullins. That's one I'm sure Irwin would tell you he would like to hang on to.
Yep, hit him in the one place he was least expecting, his hands on that one, because that one hit him right between the 8 and the 3, and he just could not haul it down. In tow is Beanie Bishop, about a step behind, but closes in just to make sure that he can't bump it up back to himself like we've seen so many guys do in the league over the years.
2nd and 10, ball set on the right hash, 25-yard line after the 56-yard punt by Corliss Waitman. Flipped the field position here.
5-second hang time, Rob. That's huge.
Bashal Tootin is the running back, and Tootin will get the handoff off the right side, bounces back to the left, and is going to cross the 30 and out to the 31-yard line. You know, it's interesting. We talked about their running back room. You have ETN, who was really good earlier in his career, first-round pick in 21. Then Tank Bigsby comes in. He leads the team in rushing last year, and they still drafted 2 more running backs this year, including Tootin in the 4th round.
And to think they came out throwing those first 2 drives,
right,
with all that firepower in the backfield.
And Mullins will send Tootin flanking out left. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, empty set. Now Mullins will call Tootin back to him in the shotgun. Stands to Tootin's left. Steelers crowding the line of scrimmage as Mullins gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking at a loft up the right sideline. And incomplete, under through his man. And he was open. Beanie Bishop in coverage. Parker Washington had broken free, and he was underthrown by Mullins.
Just a bit outside there. I think I had to use my Major League reference of the night. I was figuring when I would get it in there. And that was a little bit to the inside, actually, as I look at the replay. And Beanie Bishop actually got 2 hands on it with the recovery speed, but not enough. And now the Jaguars punting again back to the Steelers.
And it is Logan Cook to bring Tootin back out.
Oh,
on
you went from 12
teams.
men to 10 men, and now we've got it to 11 again.
4:38 remaining as in the second quarter as, this ball is blasted by Cook and is going to be taken by Williams inside his 10, circling to his left. Now tries to spin away from a man. Does. A flag down on the play as he crosses the 25 to 30. Is hit hard by the punter, Logan Cook, all the way out to the 35-yard line. But there is a flag on the play. Really good return by Keyshawn Williams there.
But the reason why it was so good was there was a holding on the edge.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 38. 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Now that is a shame. Cameron McCutcheon whistled for that one, negating the good return by Keyshawn Williams. The Steelers will be pinned deep when we return. 4:21 remaining in the second quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score. The Steelers 7, the Jaguars 6.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town. Been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard.
As the Chiefs were trying to look off play action, and the Chiefs will have first down and goal to go at the 1-yard line.
Anticipated receiver there was Tyquan Thornton, who's had a really good training camp thus far.
And starting this game, which tells you a lot. So now Kansas City, first down and goal to go at the 1 of Arizona. They're going to throw it on the right side on a fade, and the pass will be caught. Touchdown! Kansas City on an excellent fade, thrown to the right side, and it was rookie Jason Brownlee, an undrafted free agent out of the University of Southern Mississippi. He did this twice in practice on Thursday. Great throw on a fade, little comeback fade, and Brownlee, who gives you length at receiver, when he breaks the huddle with 89 on his, it looks like he's Otis Taylor. He looked like Otis Taylor there, and the Chiefs have a quick touchdown.
Yeah, 6'3", 202-pound, long frame, and lining up outside the numbers on that, Mitch, is key, because when, as a wide receiver, if you line up outside the numbers, it usually tells the DB that you're going to run a slant. So to be able to have the spacing from the sideline and the touch and the timing, perfectly drawn up play, great execution.
Now Harrison Butker will try the point after. We have not played a minute, and the kick is good, and the Chiefs have a 2-play, 9-yard drive, a fumble recovery by Christian Roland Wallace on the opening kickoff, and Mahomes finds, yes, folks, understand his name, Jason Brownlee. He is climbing up the chart in a hurry, and an undrafted free agent wide receiver. 7-0 Kansas City, 56 seconds into the game. This first quarter brought to you by GEHA.
Being named the best starts with putting patients first. I'm Tammy Peterman, president of the Kansas City Division of the University of Kansas Health System. The University of Kansas Hospital is proud to once again be the only hospital recognized by U.S. News & World Report as the best in Kansas and Kansas City, and the only hospital in the region to have any specialties ranked in the top 50 nationwide. It's a testament to our physicians, nurses, and staff who deliver outstanding care to every patient. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Are you ready to get in the game with the Kansas City Chiefs and Shelter Insurance? You can win a VIP game day experience at Arrowhead Stadium, including tickets, parking, and a visit to the Chiefs radio booth to watch Mitch Holtis in action. Contact a Shelter Insurance agent and ask them to sign you up. For a list of participating agents and giveaway rules, visit shelterinsurance.com/get in the game for your chance to win. Shelter Insurance, proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
A forced fumble on the kickoff by Jack Cochran, recovered by Christian Roland Wallace. A penalty on Arizona on the kick. Chiefs have the ball, and deep in Arizona territory, they cash in for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes to rookie Jason Brownlee on a 1-yard kind of comeback fade, and the Chiefs lead 7-0. We've yet to play a minute in the game. Now the kick comes to the near side. DJ Dallas takes it on the fly at the 10, 15, 20. Missed tackle by the Chiefs across the 30, and DJ Dallas is up to the 36-yard line. And the ball came out again, it looks like, on a 26-yard return, but recovered by Arizona this time. DJ Dallas is an answer to a trivia question. He was the first man to return a kickoff for a touchdown last year with a new dynamic kickoff rule. All right, the ball is for the Cardinals. As they will have the ball at their own 37. Defensive starters for the Chiefs tonight, brought to you by Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. They're building the future of our town, our teams. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org. Up front, Big Mike Pinnell's inside, along with Chris Jones, who's been unblockable in camp. Mike Dana, George Karlaftis on the outside. Base defense, 3 linebackers for the Chiefs. A left side run gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage and shoved back. Again, the line of scrimmage, the 36.5 for Arizona. The linebackers in the base tonight. Drew Tranquil not playing with that stiff back. So Jack Cochran had the forced fumble on the kickoff return. Leo Chanel has been spectacular. And Nick Bolton. Left corner is, of course, Trent McDuffie. The right corner is Watson for Kansas City. Jalen Watson, while Chamari Connors had a good camp, he and Brian Cook are the safeties. Chiefs stay in the base. Kyler Murray is going to scramble out of the pocket. He's chased from behind and tackle at the 41-yard line. After a gain, I'm going to say knee touching just shy of the 40, so about a 3-yard gain. As the Chiefs, again, collapsing the pocket quickly, and Karlaftis gets the hustle play.
And the pass rush has to be calculated in regards to not overrunning your lanes because of the mobility of Kyler Murray, and they do a good job of folding back, creating 3rd and long.
Here's your first lab here, 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals at their own 40. Chiefs lead 7-0 early in this game. The Chiefs were 26th in the league last year in 3rd down defense. Murray will come near side. Pass is caught at the 15, sliding through a would-be tackler, Chamari Connor. He gets to the 49 of the Chiefs in a first down. Brian Cook with the eventual tackle, but a gain of 11 and an Arizona first down on 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Chiefs bluff the blitz, but the Cardinals, give them credit. They create a bunch formation with the wide receivers, and then you scatter, and it's up to the defense to identify the receivers. Just couldn't get that identification quick.
Murray, the Heisman Trophy winner back in 2019, the first overall pick. 1st and 10 run, goes right up the middle and trying to spin off the hit and getting to the 45 of Kansas City, picking up 3 yards on first down. As running the football for the Cardinals, James Conner. Great story. Remember, he had Hodgkin's lymphoma. Yeah. 12 rounds of chemotherapy. Was really good for the Steelers. He's been even better for the Cardinals.
Yeah, he's a stabilizing force at that running back position. What they need, complementary to Kyler Murray and his abilities.
2nd and 7 for the Cardinals. Are in Chiefs territory at the 45. Chiefs lead by a touchdown. 11:38 to go, first quarter. Murray in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Former A&M Aggie and Oklahoma Center goes deep middle and has a sliding catch made by his receiver down at the Arizona 36-yard line, a gain of 14 yards.
Excellent hands displayed by Marvin Harrison Jr. there. Just gets to the second window past Leo Chanel there, right between our linebackers, able to secure it for another first down.
Last year, Marvin Harrison Jr., you know, his dad was awesome. Harrison Jr. with 8 touchdowns, but they tried to bulk him up so that he can be last throughout the season more. 1st and 10 at the 31. Bootleg play. Murray, left to right. Comes, he's going to carry the football. 25, he'll slide down in front of Nick Bolton, who was zeroing in on him at the 24-yard line. But it's a gain of 7 on a first down boot.
A great job by Trent McDuffie on the outside. He was the lone corner on the wide side of the field. Just absolutely jammed the receiver. Did not allow him to get downfield and be a viable receiving option for Murray.
Tight end is Trey McBride. He's really good. Made the Pro Bowl last year. Arizona went 9-8. They think they can be a whole lot better this year. 2nd down and 3. Cardinals at the Kansas City 24. Chiefs lead 7-0. Chiefs showing a little sugar action at the line of scrimmage with the linebackers. Chiefs stay in the base. 4-3-4 defense. Murray under center. Stretch play. Left to Connor. Chiefs converge on him, but Connor breaks a tackle and has a first down at the 16 of Kansas City, picking up 8 yards. Chamari Connor eventually got there, but Cook, we've seen him be an excellent tackle breaker throughout his career, and he did just that as the Chiefs had the line of scrimmage taken care of.
He's got a low center of gravity, even at 6'1". He's 233 pounds, so he knows how to churn those legs. Comes from, as you mentioned, the Steeler background, hard-nosed runner. He gets the job done there. Nice tackle in the open field by Chamari Connor, though.
His hero is Eric Berry to go through his cancer treatments. Remember, Eric went through the same thing. 1st and 10, Cardinals at the Chiefs 17. Murray off play action. Good fake. Now he throws left. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15-yard line. 20, angling near side. And the Chiefs get their second turnover early in the game. Jaden Hicks. He was a ball hawk a year ago. And the Chiefs get a red zone stop off a pick by second-year safety Jaden Hicks.
Yeah, bootleg action by Kyler Murray. Rolls out to his left, gets his shoulder squared, but he just does not see the safety on the sideline. A nice turnover for the interception leader from last year.
Hicks had 3 interceptions a year ago in his rookie year. Chiefs 7, Cardinals nothing. Chiefs have the ball back after a red zone stop. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
At Verizon, lock in a low price on the best 5G in Louisville and be the best you. Stream your favorite music on your morning commute. Get tickets to that new Blockbuster and save big with Verizon while you do it all. Switch today and pay $50 a month for a single line. That's right, just $50 a month when you bring in your phone on unlimited welcome with autopay plus taxes and fees. Stop by your nearest Verizon store today. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score Report dated 2H 2024. Your results may vary. Additional terms apply.
And we're back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get it Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The Chiefs Kingdom Show with Mitch Holtis airs Monday nights at 6 on 96.5 The Fan.
7-0 Kansas City. Already good things happening here. 9:25 to go first quarter. Changes already in the offense on this second series. Here's Josh Klingler.
Indeed, our field reports are presented by Missouri Tourism. However you vacation, Missouri has you covered because in Missouri, there's a Mo for every MO. Find yours at visitmo.com. Jawan Taylor, who had off-season surgery on a knee, has a little wrap on that knee, and he's been taken out now. And they've switched up the right tackle position with Jalen Moore, the free agent acquisition this offseason. Also, quick day at the office for one Patrick Mahomes, Gardner Minshew, and a quarterback.
Yeah, Minshew's a story. We know about him. He's been around and actually has won 14 games as a starting quarterback in this league. Last year he lost to the Chiefs as the Raiders quarterback in the game in Las Vegas. But Minshew's had his moments in camp. First and 10 Chiefs after the interception at the Cardinal 21 and a pass deflected at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. And Minshew was under duress as the Cardinals got after him quickly. Minshew, 59 games, 46 starts, 17 wins in the regular season as a starter.
Yep, and got forced out of the pocket with a blitz from the onset from the defense coming from the linebacker position. Like Kingsley at the guard position just got pushed out of the way. Got to secure that pocket a little bit better.
It was Mack Wilson Sr., seventh-year veteran out of Alabama, that came on that blitz. Second and 10 Chiefs after the incompletion at their own 21. Chiefs lead 7-0 on a Mahomes to Brownlee 1-yard pass. Now a swing route right, flat, caught by Kareem Hunt. And he's pummeled out of bounds, but he's got a gain up to the 26 and a gain of 5. And well played by Zaven Collins. Played college ball at Tulsa and grew up in Osage County, Oklahoma.
Yeah, nice job of mixing up the offense, getting the ball quickly out of the hands of Minshew, but getting it to a running back at the backfield. If you think about aspects of this offense that we can improve on, I think the pass catching abilities and big plays by the running backs is one of that. So starting to see that materialize now.
Minshew, 3rd down and 5 at his own 26. A triangle of receivers to his left. Kareem Hunt shifts to a right halfback position. Long count, trying to draw Arizona off. Now a corner route caught near side, and it's caught by Tyquan Thornton at the 42-yard line. And covered over there by Budda Baker, the Pro Bowl safety. The Chiefs in that triangle setup got a corner route to the outside and 15 yards and a first down.
Well, works for the goose, is good for the gander as well. That bunch formation, 3 receivers on one side, and then everyone scatters, and it's up to the defense to identify who they're going to take. So now you have somewhat of a mismatch with the wide receiver on the safety. We're able to extend the drive with the first down.
Albeit one of the best safeties in this league. First and 10, Chiefs at the 41, their own 41. 7 minutes into the game, Chiefs lead 7-0. Right guard run. Zone look here, and it goes to Kareem Hunt. He'll get short yardage up to the 43-yard line, just 2 yards. Buda Baker there, one of the top tacklers. 901 tackles in 9 years. Getting yards on first down was what Kareem Hunt gave this team a year ago.
Absolutely. He was a stabilizing force at the running back position. I remember early on in his career where you didn't see him get taken down by one guy. Kind of got back to that late last season.
3 wide here for Kansas City. Minshew is going to run a delay. A draw. It goes to Kareem Hunt. Breaks a tackle. Gets his ankles through one tackler and a first down into Arizona territory at the 47. Gain of 10 yards and a Chiefs first down. Chiefs lead 7-0. 7:07 to go in this first quarter. We have already seen Tyquan Thornton with the catch and a target in the red zone. Led to a penalty. We've already seen Jason Brownlee with a touchdown. I asked Andy Reid, what about this wide receiving core?
Yeah, this is really the best group we've had collectively since I've been here. Brett's done a nice job of bringing these guys in, and you look at them, and they're all making plays out here and doing some good things. So I look forward to seeing how they do in the game, and let's see what we can put together, and if they're making the same catches here tonight as they did, as they did in camp.
Yeah, how amazing is it that with all the successes that we've seen with Patrick Mahomes and prior to that with Alex Smith.
You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions.
The Cardinals, you want to see them getting a little bit more physical. This is what you want to see in the first preseason game out of the Chiefs. I'd like to see the Cardinals pick it up a little bit in the physical category because offensively and
Station that is airing a
both lines are getting pushed a little bit right now.
10-yard run. Yeah, Buda Baker and Jalen Thompson, 2 standout
baseball game
on the tackle, but to that point, getting to the second level. In Cardinals territory, man in motion. Minshew fumbles the snap, loose ball down in the turf, scramble for it, and the Chiefs fell on it. Right at midfield, it'll be a loss of a couple. Noah Gray, the backup tight end, jumped on the football.
This is exactly what you get in a first preseason game, Paul. You are seeing a lot of sloppy play so far. 3 fumbles already in the first 10 minutes of the game. I mean, this is crazy. But the Chiefs are still marching along.
Dante Stills in the game. Darius Robinson, Zaven Collins, Baron Browning. 4-man front. Cardinals corners playing press man with a man in motion on 2nd and 13 after the loss of 3. Quick wide receiver screen to the flat. Nice run support. Max Melton comes up and delivers a blow, cuts down the receiver in space.
What a play by Max Melton. This is a guy the Cardinals absolutely love. Beats the block on the quick throw and gets downhill in a hurry and makes a big-time hit for a tackle for loss.
How about a loss of 2? Jalen Royals, the round 4 rookie for Kansas City. That'll bring up 3rd down and 15. KC backed up now to their 48. Again, 7-0, 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kansas City cashing in a Cardinals fumble on the opening kickoff return of the game. 3 receivers to the left, single tight end to the right. Minshew with time, buying time to his right, rolling, pumping, flag flies in the vicinity of holding as he runs out of bounds. Gardner Minshew.
Offensive lineman, this is the biggest nightmare. Whenever your quarterback rolls out, when you expect him to be in the pocket, it was 3rd and 15. You expect Minshew to try and make a play. He rolls out, and you get an automatic holding call.
Offense number 65. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
All right, there you go. Trey Smith, the highest paid guard in the NFL. The guilty party. He's nodding as he goes off the field. And here comes the punt team for Kansas City. Matt Ariza, the Kansas City punter. Greg Dortch back to return the punt. To me, that opening fumble on the first kickoff of the game, as this is a short punt. It's to the 10. Dortch starting out to his left, up the far sideline, and he races out before the 20-yard line. But if Xavier Weaver is going to make this team as a fifth receiver, it might be in the return game, AQ. We'll talk more about that. And I'm guessing we'll see Xavier Weaver in the second half get his chance. Cardinals trail 7-0 on the Arizona Cardinals Radio Network.
You're tuned to an Odyssey station.
Join the Bird Gang in Dallas for Monday Night Football this season through Cardinals Premier Travel. Cardinals Premier Travel will be hosted by Cardinals legend Patrick Peterson.
Let's rock. It's time to fly today.
Travel packages to the November 3rd game will include destination transportation, 4-star hotel accommodations, pre-game tailgate experience, lower-level game tickets, and more. For details, visit azcardstravel.com. That's azcardstravel.com.
At Honeywell, we're shaping the future one first down at a time. For every Arizona Cardinals first down this season, Honeywell is giving back with First Downs for Flight, supporting scholarships for women in aviation. We're also bringing fun, hands-on science activities like robot building and rocket racing to the stadium for students and families at select home games. Honeywell and the Arizona Cardinals are teaming up to inspire the next generation of future shapers and build a brighter future for Arizona. Visit careers.honeywell.com to learn more.
Check it out, the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and camera control for easy access. At Verizon, you can get it when you trade in any phone from one of their top brands.
Any?
Any.
Even if it's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk, then a scooter runs it over, so now it's not just old and cracked, but shattered?
With Verizon, the answer is always yes. New and existing customers can trade in any phone from one of our top brands in any condition for the new iPhone 16 Pro with Unlimited Ultimate. Trade-in terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Arizona Cardinals football. Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
Find everything you need for each member of your family at the Cardinals Team Shop located at State Farm Stadium, or shop online at azcardinals.com. That's azcardinals.com. Paul Kelby, CAQ Shipley, Marvin Harrison Jr.'s jersey in that team shop. I have seen it. It is glorious. And Marvin Harrison Jr. with a 15-yard grab from Kyler Murray on the opening possession. A first possession that ended with a Kyler Murray interception. Jaden Davis was the man, the defensive back. And the Cardinals now, the first-team offense is back on the field and ready to get going with their second possession of the game. 1st and 10 from their own 18 AQ, and looks like the starting offensive line remains in the game.
Starting unit still out. Offensively, you want to see positive plays right here. Come on. Consistency, efficiency, all the things.
Zay Jones out there, 2 receivers either side, including 2 tight ends to each side. Trey Benson, the running back. Flanking, Kyler Murray, he's going to the air. Pats it, throws it, far sideline. In stride, he hits Trey McBride. Beautiful chemistry once again, picking up where they left off in the regular season, all the way out to the 39-yard line. And a big first down on the first play of the drive.
Great protection. Perfect throw by Kyler Murray. Heck of a play by the all-world tight end, Trey McBride. Gets out of bounds. Huge first play.
21 yards on the connection. Zay Jones and Marvin Harrison Jr. split to either side. Multiple tight ends. Kyler in the pistol this time. Trey Benson behind him. Shotgun snap. Play action fake. Kyler with time. Throws far sideline. Caught by McBride again. Actually tipped Ryman this time, who takes on the contact and falls forward across the 45 to the 46. A gain of 7.
This is great growth by Kyler Murray. He doesn't try and force it down the field. Make the check down to tip Ryman, who's basically an offensive tackle, in space, and he lowers the boom and somebody's down.
Yeah, we've called for more targets to Tip Ryman, who had a half dozen catches last year. And you see the aftermath. Try and tackle him in the open field at nearly 280 pounds. And that defender for Kansas City has yet to get up. It's inside linebacker Cam Jones. Cardinals trail 7-0 just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. You listen to Arizona Cardinals football on the Arizona Cardinals Radio Network.
Earnhardt Ford has been helping Arizonans get great deals on new Fords for over 74 years. Hyatt's Vince Marotta and traditions that were started by Tex Earnhardt back in 1951 are still very much in practice today at Earnhardt Ford. Whether you're looking for a truck like the F-Series, America's best-selling truck brand every year since 1977, or any of Ford's full line of gas-powered, hybrid, and all-electric SUVs, Earnhardt Ford has you covered. Visit them in person at I-10 and Ray Road in Chandler, or complete your purchase online at earnhardtford.com.
Hey, you know who loves America's game? America Roofing. Big football fans, just like we're big fans of Casa Calvici of Arizona's #1 roofing company. Recently named Roofing Contractor of the Year. When we say Jake Tracy and the crew, that's 300 plus employees statewide. Repair or replace, home or business. We trusted America Roofing for our new roof. One of the best moves I've made as a homeowner. In fact, mention Calvici and save 10% with Arizona's #1 roofing company at AmericaRoofingCo.com.
ROC 18643HCR32.
All right, grab some buds and listen up. Grilling season's here. Now we find out what we're made of. Are we going to fold under pressure and overcook the burgers? Or are we going to nail the carne asada and the brisket and pack the coolers with ice-cold Budweiser and Bud Light? Because that's the difference between winning and losing, between flipping burgers and grilling like a pro.
This summer, grill like a pro with Bud and Bud Light. Stock up today. Anheuser-Busch, Budweiser, and Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Arizona Cardinals football. Arizona sports. The local sports leader.
The Arizona Cardinals Kids Club is free to join. For more info, including benefits, go to azcardinals.com/Kids Club. Cam Jones, backup strong side linebacker. He did get up and make his way off the field under his own power, so that is good news after that collision with Tip Ryman in space. And we've only half joked during this offseason that if Drew Petzing, the offensive coordinator, had a suggestion box, I'm asking AQ for one tight end screen per game to Big 87. You know, and we're going to name the play Who Wants Some, because you're going to see a lot of DBs turning down Big Tip Ryman.
I would not want to tackle him in space. As you just saw, he is a load to bring down.
A gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Cardinals at the 45 of Kansas City. Actually, their own 45 as Trey Benson bounces outside trying to get the edge. He does with his speed, lowers the pads, lowers the boom on a DB, picks up the first down as he races into Kansas City territory. There's the speed and the power of Trey Benson. Mass times velocity.
What a call by the Cardinals, and unbelievable job on the counter play. They pull the backside guard. They pull the F, which was the tight end in that case, and they capture the edge and get around and bounced it outside for a first down. What a run.
Officially 9 yards. And to say that he's picking up where he left off last year before the ankle injury, ended his season with 3 games to go. How about this? Inside handoff on a pitch to Greg Dortch. Makes one man miss at the 40. Cuts inside a blocker at the 35. Greg Dortch in space is lethal, and he just had a nice play, a little nifty operation by the Cardinals. Kyler out of the gun, and then on a jet sweep pitch, there's Greg Dortch taking it from there.
Now the Cardinals are cooking with gas. They get in the same formation. They ran the counter the play before, and they give the end around to Dortch, and you cannot teach that shiftiness in space.
Last 2 plays, 2 first downs, gain of 11. Cardinals at the 34 of Kansas City. 4-man front, quick pitch to left side. Benson with blockers running behind Paris Johnson Jr. Spins past one man and then is dumped at the 35-yard line.
When I played and I heard that toss call play, they just run a toss to the left. It's feast or famine. It's either going to be a big play or it's going to get you nothing. You call it because it's got the opportunity to get a home run. Paris Johnson out in space. They get stymied at the point of attack on the down block, and they get a gain of no yards.
Yeah, they get forward progress back to the 34, the original line of scrimmage. Dortch and Michael Wilson break the huddle to the left. Marvin Harrison Jr. still in the game to the other side as Kyler Murray in the shotgun to the air, looking near side, pats it, now comes back, looking over the middle, buys some time, check down Greg Dortch, flag flies, maybe an illegal man downfield. Dortch has it out of bounds at the 24-yard line. If it stands, it's right near a first down. Kyler buying time, and he had time to actually go through his progressions and read the defense. Finally found the check down in the near sideline and Greg Dortch.
That's exactly what I want to see from him today. Get into the second and third progression and make a play.
Illegal contact. Defense number 13. That penalty is declined. Results of play is a first down.
There you go. Cardinals on the move. Down 7-0 with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. And Najee Johnson, a cornerback on Kansas City, guilty of the infraction. Near sideline. In fact, he's now lined up over Marvin Harrison Jr., who's split wide. 2 tight ends, one to either side. Zay Jones in the game. Turn, give. Trey Benson near side, looking to go north. Hesitates. Now accelerates near the 21. That is a tough gain of about 3 for Trey Benson on first down.
Always tough on the offensive line there. Spags calls a blitz. They get some penetration, and they have to transition double team. They started with one block, but now they have to transition to another. Always causes penetration, but a heck of a run. Heck of a run to get some positive yards out of that play.
Cardinals first team O-line still in the game. Trey Benson, your running back. Asked him during training camp. He played at about 216 last year. He's up to about 226 and says he feels more explosive. And he'll get it here, trying the left side. Bounces outside, now goes north as a flag flies from the backfield. Multiple flags. He is tripped up as he falls inside the 15, but Kansas City is signaling penalty Cardinals.
Oh, I hope they don't call that on Tip Ryman, because that was an incredible block. We call that a wham block. He started as the tight end off the ball, and he motions inside and traps the 3 technique and just blindsides him. Unbelievable block by Tip Ryman. They might call him on this.
Long discussion.
Preseason games or doing away with them.
There are 2 fouls
Just rubbed
by
me the wrong
offense.
way, just because as a former 7th-round pick, I knew that every snap I got, live action against someone in a different helmet,
Number
meant
87,
something.
15-yard penalty, second down.
All right, so they got Elijah Higgins, but they also flagged up Tip Ryman.
I was afraid they were going to call that. I saw it. I mean, it's an incredible block, but it's got to be a point of emphasis. When you work from outside in,
they're
counting that as a
Orlando,
blindside block.
Seattle,
It was an incredible block, which opened it up.
He also finished it. The man was on the turf. He went back and hit him again.
See the Desert Viking also at the end of the play with a nice pancake. Physicality starting to step up. Let's go.
You talk about cram it vertical. You saw it right there. And look, the tight ends have been a key to a running game that has been number 2 in yards per carry 2 years in a row. And as an example, I'll cite Kyler Murray's 50-yard touchdown run as we get a whistle and a stop in play. And now Lan Clark is conferring, and there might be a Jalen Watson, the cornerback, who might be directed off the field for some medical attention. They want to make darn sure he's good to go. Sometimes they'll have a spotter, medical spotter on the sidelines or up in a booth, and they'll notify the sideline and trying to be as preemptive as possible. But remember week 4 a year ago at San Francisco AQ.
Play clock operator, please reset to 10 seconds, 1-0.
And Kyler had the 50-yard touchdown run. You'll remember it because it's the one where he got to the second level and he threw the number 1 up in the air, even though he had 45 yards to go. The key to that was Trey McBride and Tip Ryman and the blocks that they threw on Fred Warner and company and opened up a lane. And Kyler, he gone. And that's why the Cardinals have led the league the last couple of years, have been near the league leaders, 12 personnel, 13 personnel.
Absolutely. The key to this offense is the tight end room, and it might be the best in the National Football League.
Well, 2nd and 21 after the penalty. Play action fake. Kyler sent him a screen to the left. And Trey Benson has blockers and room. 30, 25, 20. Pushing the pile near the 15-yard line. A 20-yard catch and run by Trey Benson, just shy of the first down marker. And when you talk about co-RB1s, yes, Trey Benson is becoming that guy.
Anytime you're 2nd or 3rd and long, beware of screens and draws. Great job by the Cardinals.
Cardinals trail 7-0 on the move at the KC 15 as we go to the second quarter on the Arizona Cardinals Radio Network.
Can one vehicle take you from tailgating at the game to the kids' soccer game to a quick weekend retreat? It's possible with the new adventure van. Winnebago, Tiffin, Integra, and Thor. Only the best adventure vans. And they're all in one place. Find your escape with an adventure van from La Mesa and Rec Van in Phoenix and Mesa or at lamesarv.com. La Mesa, a proud partner of the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
With an Arizona Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you don't just show up on game day, you show out. Choose from 3 exclusive Cardinals card designs to unlock member perks, like exclusive ticket pricing, an express stadium entrance, and savings on food, drinks, and team shop merch. It's your card, your team.
Tuned to an honest.
And now, your game day
station that is airing
experience upgraded.
Major
Visit
League Baseball
desertfinancial.com/Cardinals to score yours.
Where this game is available.
This summer, SeatGeek has your ticket to the best live concerts in Phoenix at State Farm Stadium. SeatGeek makes it easy to catch world-conquering tours and high-wattage performances from your favorite artists all summer long. SeatGeek has the best seat, your seat for an unforgettable summer. From rock royalty to rap superstars, R&B to country, find it all on SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of State Farm Stadium. Summer concert season officially starts with SeatGeek.
Arizona Cardinals football. Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
Cardinals Student Pass is a program that allows college students to sign up and receive information on Cardinals internships, networking events, discounts on apparel, great ticket offers, and more. Go to azcardinals.com/studentpass to sign up using your college email address. Cardinals more than 100 total yards on offense in that first quarter, but 2 turnovers for the Cardinals. 1 on special teams and a Kyler Murray interception. So they trail 7-0 starting the second quarter. 3rd and 1 at the 15. Turn, give to Benson, and he is hit in the backfield, wrapped up around the legs, and ridden down near the line of scrimmage.
Spags, classic Spags, blitzes up the middle. You know it's going to happen. It's 3rd and short. The blitz is coming. You know it's coming. Come off the ball. Keep your eyes up. They missed the Will linebacker coming up the middle, and he makes a play, ducks underneath it, makes the play.
You know the Cardinals wanted that one. First team O-line was still on the field. In fact, the entire first team offense, they wanted that 3rd and 1 conversion, get it into the end zone, and then get to the sideline after a touchdown. Instead, Chad Ryland is out on the field to attempt a field goal for the Cardinals. It'll be a 34-yard attempt. It is up, and it is good. Chad Ryland, he has looked regular season ready the entirety of training camp, picking up where he left off last year, where he was 28 of 32 after joining the Cardinals mid-season. 7-3, Kansas City leads, 14-13 to go in the first half on the Arizona Cardinals Radio Network.
You know, I still have my first car, a classic 66 Mustang, and what was is parked right next to what's next, a new Explorer we recently bought from our Desert Ford dealers. Yep, Paul Calvise here. Hey, Ford isn't just part of our family. My grandfather worked for Ford Motor, but it's part of America, our heritage. Yet Ford is also the future. Whether it's family time or four-wheeling time, tailgating or towing, Ford has a powertrain option that fits what you're looking for. Gas, hybrid, electric. You know what else our Desert Ford dealers have? The best-selling line of trucks for 48 years running. That Ford F-Series with the all-new 2025 F-150, designed to be the toughest and most productive ever. And then there's a 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E, 100% electric, 100% SUV with sports car performance. SUV, my daily driver, a Ford Edge. And again, we just bought a new Explorer. Wait till you see the redesigned interior on the all-new 2025 Explorer. Bottom line, get on down to our Desert Ford dealers or click buyfordnow.com.
BetMGM has a special first bet offer for Cards fans this season. Download the BetMGM app, then place your first wager. If you don't score, you'll get your wager back in bonus bets, up to $1,500. That's another chance to pounce on the football fun right away. Only at BetMGM, a proud sportsbook partner of the Arizona Cardinals. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only, Arizona only, new customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
Arizona Cardinals football. Arizona sports. The local sports leader.
Hey, stay up to date with the latest Cardinals information. Text CARDS to 733-732 today. Text CARDS to 733-732 today. Cardinals cash in a 10-play, 67-yard drive with a 33-yard field goal by Chad Ryland, 7-3. And maybe that was the point of that decision. 4th and 1, just get on the scoreboard.
I think so. A lot of times there's a lot of psyche that goes into the decision-making in the preseason. You're going against, arguably the best team in football, and you want to get some points with your starters.
Yeah, of course, Kansas City coming off the Super Bowl loss to Philadelphia, 40-22. And maybe the best player on the field in that game is Josh Sweat, the big free agent signing for the Arizona Cardinals, as the kick is away from Chad Ryland, taken at the goal line, across the 10, the 20, finds a lane at the 25, 30. Jeff Rogers not going to like this, 40, and near midfield, the return man, Nico Remigio, is all the way out, and great starting position for the Kansas City offense.
Paul, you can tell that the last couple of years, due to the kickoff rules, meant that there wasn't a lot of return plays. Now you're starting to see the returns. You're starting to see some sloppy special teams play. You're starting to see some wide open holes being able to be run through on special teams.
48-yard return. Remigio puts the Chiefs near midfield. Gardner Minshew under center. Carson Steele is the running back. 7 yards behind Minshew, who play action fake, man in his face, rolling, trying to buy time, throws short, intentionally just throws it away as Dante Stills was getting after Gardner Minshew from the get-go.
Love to see the big man, Dante Stills, get the pressure. Great job moving his feet and running through contact and avoiding the penalty by hitting to the head. And what a play, what a start. You get a great early down incompletion.
How about it? 2nd down and 10 as two receivers break the huddle to either side. This time Minshew is in the gun. Carson Steele flanking him to the left. Cardinals with a 4-man front. Give to Steele. And bobs and weaves, dances, finally hits the hole at about the 50. Maybe a gain of 3. But once again, Dante Stills getting off the block, making a play. Owen Papo was there as well.
Stills makes the play, but what you're not going to see and not going to talk about is the job Xavier Thomas just did. He's playing the outside backer, and he comes down and blows up the puller, forces it to cut back inside. Great play.
Hey, Xavier Thomas is definitely playing for a roster spot. There is no doubt about that. Baron Browning's had a great camp. The 3rd-round pick, Jordan Birch. Xavier Thomas won the offseason, adding muscle. Says he feels more explosive. 3rd down and 8 from the 50. Minshew, here comes the points up the middle, gets it away, and he finds a receiver for a 1st down. Nice play by Gardner Minshew to get rid of it with a man right in his face. Jalen Royals, the round 4 rookie, with a catch. Rabbit bringing the pressure.
Yeah, what a play by Gardner Minshew, because he had pressure staring down his face. Hung on just long enough, gets the pass away, and what a play. Typically when there's pressure, somebody's going to be open if you can get it off.
Year 7 for Gardner Minshew. 46 career starts for 4 different teams. So he's been there and done that. Quick screen out to the far side. Xavier Thomas gets down the line. He helps make a tackle. Darren Hall is out there as well. Once again, Jalen Royals, who with all the injuries in Chiefs camp to receivers, including former Cardinal Hollywood Brown, who's been dealing with an ankle. Jalen Royals, round 4 rookie, has gotten a lot of targets, a lot of action.
Another good play by Xavier Thomas to avoid the big play. This is what Andy Reid loves to do. Those little quick passes are just an extension of the running game.
2nd and 4, the Cardinals 34. Chiefs lead 7-3, just over 12 minutes to go in the first half. Minshew in the gun, maybe changing the play, long count, snap, Short set, pocket holds, floats one on a crosser at the 30. Tight end to the 25-20. Cut down inside the 15. Rabbit on the tackle. Robert Tunyon with the catch and run.
Yeah, see, this is the problem. Anytime you get these little crossing routes, you get people picked off in the defensive backfield, in the defensive secondary, linebackers, whoever's in coverage, they get picked off on these little mesh crossing routes, and Tunyon gets wide open. There's no one within 20 yards of him when he makes this catch.
So first down, Carson Steele stays in the game as the running back. First down and 10 at the 14 of the Cardinals. 5-man front. Turn, gives, Steele, hammering off tackle left, gets to the second level as he breaks the tackle. Gang tackled at the 5 as Rabbit and Akeem Davis Gaither. But once again, some hard running downhill by Carson Steele, and all of a sudden it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 5.
Carson Steele with a very hard-nosed run off left tackle, gets downhill, but you get a big hit, and now we still got a chance to keep him out of the end zone.
Under 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Chiefs looking to get into the end zone for the second time in this game. Minshew sends a man in motion under center. Turn, gives, Steele, picking his way, leaps across the line of scrimmage to the 2. He's stopped there. But that Kansas City offensive line getting off the ball and giving the Cardinals defensive front all it can handle right now.
You got the 2s against the 2s. It's the same type of competition you've been getting all training camp. Now your back's against the wall. You're inside the 3-yard line. You want to see them get a stop. If we can hold them to 3, that's all you're looking for out of this group right now.
So that'll put the ball at the 2 and also give them a fresh set of downs. First and goal from the 2. Elijah Simmons, all 335-plus pounds of him, checks in over the nose. Goal line defense. Minshew under center. Carson Steele, he's going to go to the air. He's going to lob a fade into the right corner of the end zone. Nothing doing. Will Johnson still in the game, and he's going one-on-one with the rookie Jalen Royals, who didn't even make it to the spot.
Great coverage by Will Johnson. You knew the fade was possibly coming. It's always in the repertoire down this low in the red zone. Possible fade. It's a run play that is called, but the possible fade can be thrown at any point.
Will Johnson had a great pick of Kyler Murray in the red-white practice. Multiple tight ends to the left. Second and goal from the 2. Naked boot to his left. Minshew running, buying time, and just waltzes into the end zone. Cardinals defense watches the KC quarterback cash it in on a naked boot, and Kansas City adds to its lead.
If you're Kansas City, that's exactly what you want to see out of Gardner Minshew. He just executed a perfect drive. And it's finished off with a naked boot, and they're in man coverage, and literally cornerback's got his back to him as he turns the corner, and there's nobody there to stop him.
2-yard touchdown run. And Gardner Minshew, who's played in Jacksonville, Philadelphia, Indy, Vegas, and now the Chiefs. Rocking a nice Uncle Rico mustache on the sideline and the headband as well. Extra point is up. Harrison Butker. And it is good. 14-3, Chiefs extend their lead as Kansas City goes down the field. 9 plays, 52 yards, 4:21 off the clock. Cardinals trail, 9:52 and go in the second quarter on the Arizona Cardinals Radio Network.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
With an Arizona Cardinals debit card from Desert Financial, you don't just show up on game day. You show out. Choose from 3 exclusive Cardinals card designs to unlock member perks, like exclusive ticket pricing, an express stadium entrance, and savings on food, drinks, and team shop merch. It's your card, your team, and now, your game day experience upgraded. Visit desertfinancial.com/Cardinals to score yours. This summer, SeatGeek has your ticket to the best live concerts in Phoenix at State Farm Stadium. SeatGeek makes it easy to catch world-conquering tours and high-wattage performances from your favorite artists all summer long. SeatGeek has the best seat, your seat for an unforgettable summer. From rock royalty to rap superstars, R&B to country, find it all on SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of State Farm Stadium. Summer concert season officially starts with SeatGeek.
Arizona Cardinals football, Arizona sports, the local sports leader.
So a 9-play, 52-yard touchdown drive by the Kansas City Chiefs took 4:21. Of course, it was all set up by a 48-yard kickoff return, capped by Gardner Minshew's 2-yard naked bootleg touchdown run. But again, you talk to any coach, and we had a chance to talk with Jonathan Gannon this week, AQ, and they talk about, all right, special teams might only be 15% of the game in terms of the stats, but man, can it change a game in a hurry. From the Greg Dortch fumble on the opening kickoff to that kickoff return by Remigio.
Yeah, so far the Cardinals are losing the special teams battle, and they're also losing the game. So it also tells the tale of the tape. And when you look at this team, especially in the preseason, Paul, special teams is a big part of how you're going to make the roster when you're playing in the second, third, and fourth quarters.
Well, Xavier Weaver, as advertised, is in the game right now, although the kickoff comes to the near sideline, taken on the run by DJ Dallas. A daring move across the 30, angles out around the 35, but a nice return. And DJ Dallas, always playing downhill, always playing aggressive, never hesitated to go for a kickoff that honestly probably was headed out of bounds and would have been at the 40. But again, the Cardinals need the reps on special teams as Jacoby Brissett checks into the game, his first Cardinals action after signing in the offseason. 53 career starts, 87 games total over a 10-year career. Age 32, the former third-round pick has Trey Benson next to him in the gun. Ball at the 35. Cardinals trailing 14-3. Brissett to the air. He's going to throw far sideline. Timing pattern, lost it up, intended for Zay Weaver, but broken up. Nice play by the Chiefs defense. Nazi Johnson was in coverage.
Jacoby Brissett, first play of the preseason, got absolutely destroyed right up the middle. Beats his man. They come with a blitz. Two people go out to the blitz. Number 91 absolutely runs right through Brissett.
Yeah, and that's Christian Jones in the second-team offensive line out there. He is at left tackle currently. Multiple tight ends to the left side now. Give to Benson. He's going to cut back. Goes north across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Nice scamper by Trey Benson, picking his way, showing patience, showing acceleration. How about a gain of 7 on second down?
That's what you want to see. That is the identity of this Arizona Cardinals team. They run one back power to the left. The right guard pulls around Trey Benson, patience, hits it up the middle and gets a nice gain.
Hayden Conner, the 6th-round rookie out of Texas, is your center. Josh Fryer, undrafted rookie out of Ohio State, your right tackle. 3rd down and 3. Brissett gets rid of it quickly. Over the middle, had a man. It glances off the mitts of Greg Dortch as once again Brissett had a man right in his face. What's the line about vanilla schemes? Steve Spagnuolo is bringing some heat.
I think that was the terms of yesteryear. I mean, there was like a handshake back whenever I was playing where it was like, hey, we're going to play 4-3 defense and we're just going to go out and use technique and see what happens. But now you're starting to see defenses light it up. They're starting to call it and bring it.
Linebacker blitz, Jeffrey Bassett came in and he's clutching his midsection and still down on the turf. He had to get up. But 2 of those 3 plays, Cardinals went to the air, and you had Jacoby Brissett with a man in his face almost immediately both times. As Bassett is up off the ground and now jogging to his own sideline. And look, one of the big questions beyond the starting offensive line is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th spots in the O-line room. Look, we know versatility is a key. But it's one thing to do it in practice. It's another thing to do it out here live. And, guys like Christian Jones, a 5th-round pick a year ago, all 28 draft picks the last 3 years, AQ might still be on this roster. That's not going to be the case when we get to late August. There will be draft picks under Monty Osborne and Jonathan Gannon who do not make this final roster. As the punt is away by Blake Gillikin, return man to his 10, Now he starts to his left, cuts it back towards the near sideline, and is buried immediately. Cardinals good coverage there. Taken down near the 15. Michael Walker and company leading the charge, a flag down in the field. But again, a Christian Jones, as a fifth rounder a year ago, is far to have a lock on the final 53. As Lan Clark is talking this one over.
I think a big part of seeing what we're going to see today is going to tell the story of who the 9 or 10 offensive linemen that they keep. It's going to be very interesting. I think they feel really good about 5 and even 6 with Beachum.
There is no foul for an eligible player downfield. First down.
All right, there you go. And look, Cardinals O-line has different players playing different positions by design. The back end of that room has to have positional flexibility. Cardinals trail 14-3, 8:49 to go in the first half on the Arizona Cardinals Radio Network.
All right, grab some buds and listen up. Grilling season's here. Now we find out what we're made of. Are we going to fold under pressure and overcook the burgers? Or are we going to nail the carne asada and the brisket and pack the coolers with ice-cold Budweiser and Bud Light? Because that's the difference between winning and losing, between flipping burgers and grilling like a pro.
This summer, grill like a pro with Bud and Bud Light. Stock up today. Anheuser-Busch, Budweiser, and Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
2 years ago, Bobby Carpenter completed treatments for knee pain at QC Kinetics. So we're checking in with the former college and pro football player to see how he's doing.
I've been asked a lot, like, how long does this last? How long does it work? I go, I've had mine for a couple years, and everything feels very good. It feels just as good as it did when I started to turn the corner.
Bobby's an active husband, dad, and business owner. That's why 2 years ago, he heard about QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments, and he knew he could trust them for his chronic knee pain.
And thankfully, with QC Kinetics, I was able to go through this, and my activities are the same as it was. I'm able to coach my kids in sports. I can play golf. I can go run.
QC Kinetics patients like Bobby don't miss a beat. No surgery or rehab. Just freedom from debilitating joint pain. Ready for lasting relief from joint pain? Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN. 602-837-PAIN.
Arizona Cardinals football. Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
And rise up, Red Sea. Get closer to the game with Gila River Resorts and Casinos, proud partner of the Arizona Cardinals. Bailey Zappi is into the game for the Kansas City Chiefs. They lead 14-3. Year number 4. And a round 4 pick. If you remember, back in New England, had a few starts. 2022, he entered the league. So Bailey Zappi, the third quarterback already by Andy Reid here so far in the game. By the way, if you're wondering about Andy Reid, year 13 with Kansas City, 27th as a head coach, and his 301 career wins, 4th all time.
Unbelievable run by him.
And an unbelievable coaching staff as well, right? Steve Spagnuolo, Matt Nagy, the play caller and offensive coordinator. To the air goes Zappi. He's going to air it out. Deep shot, near sideline, had a man, overthrew the intended target as Tyquan Thornton had a step on the Cardinals secondary.
Just an overthrow by Zappi. Man, they got a good quarterback room. Bailey Zappi is your number 3, but overthrows it down the right sideline. They are not holding anything back. They are opening it up.
Look, Kansas City has been known to be really aggressive, not only, in the preseason. They usually get off to ridiculous starts as one of the real powers in the NFL. Once again, Patrick Mahomes 6-1 in season openers in his career. Elijah Mitchell is the running back, but Zappi to the air again. This time he's going to swing it out to the running back. Head of steam at the 20, 25, cuts inside, and then upended near the 30. And it's Joey Blunt on the tackle coming up and laying some lumber in space, but Elijah Mitchell with a first down catch and run.
Joey Blunt, this is a player the Cardinals like too. I'm excited to see him play this preseason because they really like him, but he makes a great play in space. Again, the Kansas City Chiefs are doing a great job getting the ball to the edge on these perimeter quick passes and quick screens. That's an extension of their run game.
Cardinals have a really deep safety room. Obviously, Budda Baker and Jalen Thompson. You have Rabbit, Keaton Crawford. The 7th rounder has been really athletic. First down and 10. Inside handoff on a draw to Mitchell. Straight ahead, running downhill across the 35. And then lowering the pads, falling to the 36-yard line. Elijah Mitchell, the former 49er, spent 4 years in the NFC West, a round 6 pick a few years ago. But if there's one thing Elijah Mitchell does, he runs hard.
Yeah, there's no question. We've seen him in the NFC West, so we know what he can do. But Cardinals got to do a better job at the point of attack. They're getting pushed around on the one-back power. Easy, quick 5 yards.
Yep, so second down and manageable. High snap, corralled by Zappi. Zone read, he's going to keep it. No throw on the run. He's got his big tight end into Cardinals territory. Shoved down to the ground by Akeem Davis-Gaither. Jared Wiley on the catch and run. As Zappi was just looking for a check down and escape route, and he found one in the big tight end, although there's a flag down in the field.
I bet it's an ineligible downfield. This is the product of the college football game. We are getting so many of these RPOs, and guys are getting downfield if the ball doesn't get out on time.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 61. A 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Sure enough, there you go. As P.J. Mustipher checks out of the game, Darren Hall checks into the game. He's been an intriguing player, off the radar maybe in terms of familiarity with fans, but Darren Hall's been really active. He has a pick in 11 on 11. He plays safety, he plays corner, and he has really made some noise so far in Cardinals camp. 2nd down and 9 after the loss of 5. 7:16 to go in the first half. Chiefs lead 14-3. Bailey Zappi with 2 receivers to his left, now 1 in motion, a single receiver to his right, the near side. Denzel Burke, the 5th-round rookie in coverage there. Zappi looking and throws it into the turf. Wanted to set up a middle screen to the running back, nothing doing.
Cardinals were all over that. They run a twist stunt in the middle and brought the linebacker to the side they were trying to throw the screen to. He had nothing, so he just threw it into the ground.
Jordan Birch, among those Cardinals players, getting into the backfield. I'll tell you what, you got a moment and you got a second screen. You just go to your phone and you check out Jordan Birch and his fake punt run for Oregon. 6'4", nearly 280. And he looks like Derrick Henry running down the field. Big man who can move. 3rd down and 9. Casey at its own 31. Zappi from the gun. Empty set. Time. Now looking to escape. Buy some time. Pocket collapsing. And he is taken down. Cardinals with a gang tackle. A flag flies in the defensive backfield near the near sideline. Jordan Birch is there. L.J. Collier was there. As they converge on Bailey Zappi for the takedown.
Illegal contact. Defense number 29. 5-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
So a rookie mistake. Denzel Burke in coverage, and that'll nullify the sack and move the sticks in favor of KC.
That's a nightmare of a call for the Cardinals because they did such a good job on 2nd down to get in 3rd and long. And the left side of that defensive line did a fantastic job. Birch and Collier ran a little game. They kept them contained. There's nothing downfield, and obviously we're able to make a sack, and then it gets negated by the penalty.
So the defense does not get off the field. First down at their own 36. Kansas City with a tight end in motion. Elijah Mitchell, the running back. Trying to find some room. Instead, he is swallowed up and dropped. P.J. Mustipher was there. Anthony Goodlow. These are a couple of defensive linemen who are competing for a final roster spot in what is a really loaded position room.
Yeah, great job by Mustipher there. Great job by the D-line as a whole. You don't know how many times I've heard in meeting rooms, the only way to stop the zone is by penetration, and every single one of our defensive linemen for the Cardinals was getting penetration on that play.
So according to JG, Mustipher has remade his body. And no one was quite as committed as Mustipher in the offseason. July 4th, JG showed up early in the morning to pick something up, and he was working on a backfield all by himself. as Zappi goes to the air, sends one to the far side, and it is picked off. An unbelievable play. Darren Hall picks it off in coverage on the far sideline, and the Cardinals take it away as Zappi hung that one up in the air, and Hall reeled it in.
What an interception by Hall. That was incredible, and it started with XT. Xavier Thomas blows up the left tackle, blows up the running back, which forces the quarterback to fade away, throws it up, and you get the huge interception for the Cardinals.
As we mentioned earlier, Darren Hall, he's been really active in Cardinals camp. You make plays in a game, and you're that much closer to making the team. You look at the replay, and you're right. Zappi was forced to his left, had to throw under duress, and when he hung it up, boom, there was Darren Hall closing the gap, picking it off. Jacoby Brissett give to Benson. He has a blocker, and he has nice room across the 45 before he's upended at the 48-yard line in space. But a gain of 5 on first down for the Cardinals running back.
That is my favorite play in all of offensive football. We call that a G scheme. You pull either two guards or you pull your center and your guard to the front side. And they did a great job getting Hayden Conner out in space. Great run, great patience.
Hayden Conner, a 3-year starter, last 3 years at Texas as a starting guard, played against some of the biggest names, biggest games in college football, but they have converted him to center. Snap, Jacoby Brissett takes it, gives it to Benson. Nice job picking his way across the line of scrimmage. Flag flies from the backfield in the vicinity of holding. But look at the vision and the elusive running style of Trey Benson.
Illegal hands to the face. Defense number 97. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Cardinals will take it. That jump cut by Trey Benson, not once, but twice. Starting inside, moving outside. I mean, not only does he run a 4.3 something, not only is he checking at 226, but that sort of ability to evade tacklers, he's going to be a problem this year.
Absolutely. He looks incredible. His body has changed. He looks like he's running differently. Little shades of David Johnson with the little jump cuts there.
No doubt. Love that reference. How about Benson this time? He's trying to jump over a tackler, does, sheds one, but then hit by multiple defenders behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll be a loss for the Cardinals on first down.
Anytime you run a play that's trying to get to the edge, you run that risk of, like I said earlier, feast or famine. It's either going to get to the edge and it's going to be a big gain, or it's going to be a tackle for loss. And in that case, it got stretched out too long, tackle for loss.
Well, among other things, Trey Benson said he has learned from James Conner is you can't look for the home run on every play in the NFL. It is not going to happen. Take what the defense gives you. Loss of 2, second down and 12. Benson again dodges a man in the backfield, slips another tackle across the 45 to the 43-yard line. That was a hard-fought gain of 4.
I don't know if I can put into words how good that was by Trey Benson. He was dead to rights for a 5-yard loss. Makes a jump cut like we've been talking about in the backfield and was able to get it back at least to the line of scrimmage, and actually got a gain.
He gets a blow. Amari DiMercato into the game. Cardinals looking at 3rd down and 8 from the Kansas City 43, trailing 14-3. Brissett in the gun, looking left, now throwing a screen to the right. DiMercato, he's to the second level, first down and more. 30, 25, 20. DiMercato a lane at the 10, slips out of a tackle 5, and he is gone. Amari DiMercato, a 43-yard catch and run as the Cardinals caught the Kansas City defense sleeping on our running back screen. James Conner sprints down to the end zone celebrating with Amari DiMercato, who just cashed it in.
How good was that? Perfect call. 3rd and long, you get the screen call versus a blitz versus a pressure, and you get Royce Newman out in space to spring the first block. DiMercato with the home run touchdown.
And I'll tell you what, Amari DiMercato in the regular season has 3 career rushing touchdowns, 53, 49, and 11 yards. At some point, instead of big play Trey, it might be big play Amari, because when he does touch it, man, he can take it the distance. Extra point is good. Cardinals close the gap. 14-10, they trail with 3:18 to go. in the first half. And DeMercado comes to the sideline, getting dapped up by everybody. I mean, here's a guy who 3 years ago was essentially given zero chance of cracking the final 53. He was an undrafted running back out of TCU in an unbelievable college football semifinal playoff game in this building for TCU. And he just came in, and he just did everything the coaches asked of him, including being a really valuable and reliable third down back who is excellent in pass protection.
Having a back that's good in pass protection is invaluable. You can't say enough good things about the backs that you can find that are good in pass protection. This running back room that the Arizona Cardinals have, they're going to have some tough decisions to make. I mean, it is a very crowded running back room, and there are some very good players. DJ Dallas, I mean, you got DeMercado, you got Trey Benson, you got James Carter. There's guys, Michael Carter's made a ton of plays in the National Football League. There's guys going down to the 5 and 6 deep that are very good backs and could be very good backs in this league.
I mean, Michael Carter was your workhorse running back week 17 at the Rams last year, coming off the practice squad as the kick is away, and Kansas City on the return. Big collision, and a flag flies past the 25. A second flag flies as well. Joey Blunt, no surprise, down there. And first one to make contact on kick coverage. Land Clark, a referee.
During the return, personal foul, illegal double team block. Receiving team number 30. A penalty will be enforced half the distance of the goal. First down.
Yeah, second time we've seen that call. Might be a point of emphasis with the officials here in the preseason. SRP Touchdowns for Teachers gives teacher grants with every Cardinals touchdown. Learn more at srpnet.com/teach.
I don't know if this is showing my age, but that is how I got my start early in the career, were those illegal double-team blocks. They were legal back then. We have done away with them.
You know, Amari DeMercado still working the sideline. Guys giving him handshakes. We mentioned all the big plays. There was the Hail Amari, right, in the Bears game. He just has a knack for delivering in the moment. And what I hear from a lot of defenders, Cardinals defenders, is that he's deceptive in his speed. I think of him as third down back, a blocking back. And you saw it there, did you not? You just saw him leaving defenders in his dust.
He made one move off of the block from Newman, and he was gone. There was nothing that was going to stop him from reaching the end zone. That was a great run by him.
And I tell you, Jonathan Gannon is not married or set on a certain number of players in each position room. If you can play your way onto this roster, and they'll adjust accordingly. First down and 10 from their own 13. 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first half. Bailey Zappi in the gun, and we have movement along the front, and flags fly. Yep, it'll be false start against Kansas City.
Due to licensing restrictions, this station is
offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
This is the third string right tackle. Tell you, look at this Kansas City offensive line, which was obviously the liability in the Super Bowl. Josh Sweat and that Eagles defense got after Patrick Mahomes in a big way. He had a couple of picks. He got sacked 6 times. He got hit about 600 times in that game. They went about remaking their offensive line like the Cardinals went about remaking their defensive line in the offseason. So after the penalty, give to Elijah Mitchell. He spins out of the grass with one Cardinals tackler. Tough run across the 10 to maybe the 11-yard line. Gain of 3.
Michael Walker with the tackle there. He did a great job fighting off the left tackle, because this is the third time they've run this delayed draw. And he is fitted up by the left tackle, but is able to just reach his left arm out and make a heck of a play right there.
DJ Mustafa out there in that defensive run. Xavier Thomas, LJ Collier. Second down and 12. 4 men across the front, 2 inside backers, including Owen Papo. Zappi throws underneath, tries to fit into a tight window, nearly picked off again. And once again, it's Darren Hall, who is jumping around and celebrating what was nearly a second interception.
What a presence Darren Hall is doing right now. I mean, this is incredible. He almost makes this play, diving for the interception, just goes through his hands. But can you imagine
steps
the
to the
moment
plate.
that he almost has 2
He was 0 for 4
interceptions?
yesterday as the Royals' designated hitter.
Jefferson, who came out of nowhere as an undrafted rookie from Oklahoma, had a 2-pick game and made the roster, and then had about a 15-year NFL career that's still going. Rips a laser to the 26-yard line. Bailey Zappi, a sliding grab. Incomplete as they motioned to the turf. It hit the turf intended for Jason Brownlee, who had that touchdown catch from Patrick Mahomes to start the scoring.
This is exactly what you want to see from this Cardinals defense. You want to see them make some plays and continue to get off of the field. Kansas City was controlling their entire offense for the first half, and then the last couple drives, now we're starting to get off the field.
Anthony Goodlow, looking at the replay, actually got a finger on that, a pass deflection at the line of scrimmage. Changed the course of the pass as DJ Dallas setting up his own 45. 2:25 to work with. Cardinals will get the ball back here, pending the punt.
The previous play of incomplete pass is being challenged by Kansas City and will be reviewed.
All right, so Andy Reid threw the challenge flag. Remember, this year as well, there's the virtual measurement that they have instituted for first downs. They're using the Hawkeye technology. If you've seen any of the games, maybe on NFL Network, you've seen a couple instances of that. As we take a look at the replay, Brownlee juggled the ball. Did he cradle it? From that angle, it's impossible to tell if the ball ever hit the ground or not. But did he control it all the way through hitting the ground?
Paul, I don't know about that. I really don't. You can definitely see his hands are under. You don't see the ball hit the ground from that angle unless there's another angle. I don't know how you can overturn that.
The other new addition is replay assist, and this is going to be only on flags thrown. You can't actually call a flag from the booth, but in an attempt to get extra eyes and get extra cameras on certain plays, objective calls, not subjective, objective calls like, was it a face mask? Was it a horse collar? Then the officiating crew is going to get help, more help than ever this year, via replay assist. And if they have clear and obvious video right away, boom, the booth will radio
After
down.
review, the ruling on the field stands. Incomplete pass. Kansas City is charged with timeout. The first of the half.
There might not have been enough conclusive evidence or a good enough angle to tell, although now we're getting an angle from the other side. And with Rabbit in coverage, he's sort of... Either way, guess what? Kansas City's looking at 4th and 12 at 11, and their punter is standing Matt Ariza in his own end zone with DJ Dallas standing at his 43-yard line. Keatrell Clark out to one side. The players you see out here right now are going to be key to making the team via special teams. Heck of a punt. DJ Dallas backpedaling all the way to his 20, drops it, picks it up, and is blasted. Absolutely jack-stomped and knocked off his feet. Wow. DJ Dallas muffed it, picked it up, and then paid for it.
Just sloppy so far, special teams by the Cardinals, right? You're seeing balls hitting the turf. You're seeing some fumbles. You're seeing some big plays on both sides, whether it's in the return game. It just seems like it's a little sloppy, and I think that's a result of we've gotten away from these kickoff returns. We've gotten away from a lot of these special teams plays.
And Noel Williams, third-round rookie corner with a massive hit on DJ Dallas. Normally that's the other way around. DJ is the instigator, the aggressor, delivering the blow. Multiple tight ends to the left. Cardinals start. Brissett climbs the pocket, looking, throwing, hits his check down. Elijah Higgins races across the 30, knocked down at the 33-yard line. He signals first down after a gain of 12.
That looked like a drill that they were doing in training camp where you see some pressure off the edge, some pressure up the middle. Great job setting his back foot, stepping up in the pocket, not panicking.
All right, 2-minute warning, make it a gain of 11. Cardinals will see. Coaches cherish these moments in the preseason. Can you run the 2-minute drill, trailing 14-10 here in the first half on the Arizona Cardinals Radio Network.
It's going to be amazing. September 14th to the 18th, we get on the deluxe motor coach and travel to Ballard Resort and Lakewood.
Cardinals fans. All Copy Products is proud to be the official office solutions partner of the Arizona Cardinals. We cover the entire valley and want to help you with all of your office solution needs. All Copy Products is recognized for our commitment to customer service. At All Copy Products, we will create software and technology solutions that work for you, football fans. Score points for your business with us. Visit us at allcopyproducts.com today.
Holy mackerel! That is football!
The big year continues for Spinato's Pizzeria. Hey, it's Vince Marotta, and not only is Spinato's continuing its 50th anniversary celebration, it's now the official pizza of the Arizona Cardinals. Enjoy the new Cardinals
when you are ready for some
pizza featuring Spinato's signature sauce, roasted red peppers, Canadian bacon, pepperoncini, and spinach spice. It's available at 4 Spinato's locations inside State Farm Stadium this season. Away from the game, enjoy Spinato's at 6 Valley locations. More information at spinatospizzeria.com.
Pacific Office Automation is the one source for all of your business technology. That's why we're a premier technology partner of the Arizona Cardinals. Find your total office solution for copiers and printers, managed IT and cloud services, telephone systems, data security, and more. Experience our uncommon commitment to customer service. Visit PacificOffice.com. Problem solved.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Saving on your education should be a right, not a competition. At University of Phoenix, our bachelor's and master's scholarships are accessible to all. You'll get the best scholarship or savings you qualify for. Simple as that. Because everyone deserves an opportunity to save on their education without competing for it. Explore scholarship options at University of Phoenix.
Arizona Cardinals football. Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
Cardinals offense on the field. Jacoby Brissett calling the play as we speak. Kyler Murray, 7 of 8 passing for 96 yards. The one incomplete is the one he definitely wants back, as it was an interception. Jacoby Brissett took over early second quarter to the air, throws underneath. Nice slam by Say Weaver. And
1:43 to go in the half, as all 3 timeouts remaining. They've got the ball at the 45-yard line, their own, 14-10 Kansas City.
I like Spags' approach to preseason. He just wants to line up his guys. There's not a lot of bells and whistles. It's just man-to-man coverage. These guys acclimated to playing that at the level.
They're going to run a draw play. It's Dave Mercado who had the screen pass for the Chiefs. Do a decent job. Hold it to a 5-yard gain. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Third down.
An injured Chiefs player, and it is veteran safety Deion Bush. It looks like he went down without contact. That is the worst thing we could tell you. Here is Josh Klingler.
Yeah, exactly. And not to mention, this field has been, had its share of injuries because of the kind of the quality of the turf. And he was back in the deep secondary and looked like tried to plant a foot and immediately went down and was grabbing the back of his looked like left leg to me as he went down. So trainers around him right now. But again, we've seen this grass surface, which has got a lot of chunks in it. They've been, during the timeouts, kind of stamping out the grass. It's never been a great quality surface, in my opinion, here in Arizona. And they're bringing the cart out now, looks like, to take Deion Bush off the field.
9-year veteran, best known in the kingdom for intercepting Lamar Jackson in the AFC Championship game of the 2023 season. He has been excellent in special teams. Rose Pro, played for Nags in Chicago for Matt Nagy. But we've already seen now in the first preseason week Rashawn Slater of the Chargers goes out for the season, their left tackle, out with a patellar tendon injury. Bilal Cohn of the Ravens, a talented young corner, out with a knee injury, out for the season. Then last night, the Detroit-Atlanta game was stopped because of the Lions safety Mo Norris. And, again, they have brought out Hart. But
you also got to add C.J. Gardner-Johnson to that list as well.
Ready in week 1, a non-contact injury, and we've both seen it for years and years and years. You just know it's not good.
Yeah.
Particularly for a 9-year guy like Bush.
Good to see all of his teammates out there. Patrick Mahomes led the group out there, was one of the first guys off the sideline to go check on Deion Bush, and followed by Chris Jones and Charles Omenihu. Several of the guys that haven't played since the first couple of series in this game.
So the Chiefs' injuries tonight, this one is obviously the most serious. Head down, the towel over his head. A member of the Chiefs' athletic training staff is with him. 1:19 left in the half. 2nd and 6 for the Cardinals. The ball is at their own 49. Chiefs lead 14-10. Veteran Jacoby Brissett in the shotgun. Backup offensive line in front of him for Arizona. Brissett going to run a wheel right side, and it's incomplete, well incomplete, and they're going to throw a flag. Najee Johnson actually was in decent position. He ends up tackling the would-be receiver. As Tristan Jackson was the intended receiver.
Defense, number 13. First down despite the foul.
Let's go to Josh Klingler. It's a spot foul, so now Arizona is in business in Kansas City territory.
Question for Danon. A wide receiver would never do this, right? Realizing they couldn't get to that ball, maybe slow up just a tad in order to get a flag?
Never.
That's what it looked like.
We would never do that in our life, except every opportunity.
Here's what they're doing, Kling, to take that further. They're grabbing the defender and pulling him into him and getting the DPI call.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is one of the main culprits in that technique.
Left side run gets nailed. Jerry Tillery, Felix Anudike-Uzomah holding the right side for the Chiefs. And the clock at 1:02 to go in the half. Chiefs lead 14-10. Cardinals still have 3 timeouts. So they're not in any toot here as they huddle up.
Going back to that point, Mitch, Josh made, yes, receivers, when you can't get to the football, if you can slow down, if you can initiate contact and maybe add a little flopping to it, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt in this day and age.
Brissett in the pocket, looking left, dumps it over the middle to the running back inside the 15-yard line down to the 13. DeMarcado had the touchdown of 43 yards on a screen. Now gets a 13-yard run, a little circle route to the middle of the Chiefs' defense.
Timeout.
And timeout, Arizona. 31 seconds left in the half. Chiefs leading 14-10.
Anytime you have man-to-man coverage, you don't get pressure on the quarterback. The wide receivers and tight ends allow everyone to be vacated for the first 10 or 15 yards. That's where you see the running backs run those little circle routes, the swing routes, maybe a drag route from the opposite side of the field. There's so much real estate that's wide open there. So tough for linebackers to defend.
1st and 10 Cardinals at the Kansas City 15. The Chiefs are protecting a 4-point lead at 31 seconds left in the first half. Brissett keeps DeMarcado on his left hip. Looking to throw Brissett. Under pressure. He's going to scramble. He's done this all his NFL career. 10-yard line. Out of bounds at the 7. And stops the clock at 23 seconds. Injury update. Here's Josh Klingler.
All right. Kind of what I thought when I saw it go down, but Deion Bush are calling it an Achilles injury, and he is out. Meanwhile, Jalen Watson, who was taken back to the locker room earlier, indeed in the NFL's concussion protocol as we speak.
Tyrese Halliburton, when I saw it happen to him in the NBA playoffs, he had the same injury, or he had the... And it's just, and as a play, I saw it with DJ, Derek Johnson.
Yep.
You're 10 years in the league and you have that?
Yeah, it's tough to digest, and obviously there's a lot of chatter about why it's happening, and with the the level of athlete that it happens to and the freakish way it happens in non-contact or just sudden movements. I have my own theories to some extent.
What are they? I'm curious because Arizona's getting ready to score here, but
I feel like the increasing of workouts and training that is going all year long for these athletes, I just feel like personally they don't give themselves enough time of breaks. Their body can be worn down. I think about going back to my days as a player, like we literally took off of February and maybe into March just a bit, maybe light training, but like to see the extent of training these guys do right after their last game of the season, right after the Super Bowl, I just think that there's some wear and tear that factors into it.
Brissett, just a yard from the goal line, wants to throw it, holds, fires it late. Flags are thrown in the end zone as the pass is going to be caught for an Arizona touchdown, pending these penalty flags. Holding on Kansas City. The pass was caught by Elijah Higgins in the back of the end zone.
That was a bullet thrown by Brissett there. Had all the time in the world.
They're looking at this saying, did he have two?
Holding. Defense number 30. 5-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
So the catch was not made with 2 feet in bounds. That's the good news. The bad news is an automatic first down with holding on the Chiefs in the end zone. Now, the other news, there's 11 seconds left. The Cardinals have 1 timeout left. They have the ball at the 1. Cardinals trying to get their first lead of the night.
Now they have to be careful here because, as you mentioned, just the 1 timeout. They'll have at least 2 plays, 2 opportunities.
Brissett, he wants to throw a fade to the near side, and it's broken up. Well played on the near side by Noel Williams on the fade. So now 7 seconds left. And second down and a yard to go. But now Arizona's got to double think about this. Yes, you have a timeout.
Due to the injury, timeout, Arizona. Their third and final of the half.
Williams with excellent play on the fade, but
I don't know what.
You stuff a run here, it gets real interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting. A little confused with that the timeout being called because it was an incomplete pass. Clock would stop anyway, but.
We got second down. They're a yard from taking the lead. Brissett will throw another slant. This time it is caught. Arizona's got the lead in front of Najee Johnson. One of the tougher routes to cover in the red zone. Xavier Weaver, former Colorado Buffalo, and a quick slant. And Najee Johnson not only has the defensive pass interference penalty that loomed big for 24 yards, he allows a touchdown with 4 seconds to go in the half. And Arizona now has the lead at 16-14.
Yeah, tough to be isolated at that cornerback position. Again, I mentioned man-to-man coverage almost 100% of the time in this game. As a wide receiver, that's what you love to face.
PAT is added. And after the Chiefs led 14-3, 14 unanswered points for the Cardinals, and it's 17-14 Arizona. 9-play, 79-yard drive, but again, a 24-yard defensive pass interference penalty on Najee Johnson ends up being a huge chunk of that drive. Chiefs will get the ball to start the third quarter. Arizona won the toss and took the ball, and on that kickoff, the Chiefs pried the ball loose from the returner, Greg Dortch. Recovered by Kansas City's Christian Roland Wallace. It led to a short field 1-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes to Jason Brownlee. He's been one of the stories in this game. But let's go back to corner here because we got Christian Fulton, the guy they picked up from the Chargers in the offseason as a unrestricted free agent. Hopefully we'll get on the field this week in St. Joseph. We know about Trent McDuffie. But after that, Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams, guys that people know about, Najee Johnson. But where do you go with corner here? Not only how many, but who?
Yeah, it's tough. And you also have to factor in Christian Roland Wallace. They rotated him to the safety position in some respects. So getting Fulton back on the field has got to be essential. Jalen Watson in concussion protocol, so things can get a little bit thin pretty quickly at a premium position at that cornerback, which we know we're desperately in need because teams are going to challenge us downfield.
Arizona kicks a touchback, so it'll come to the 35-yard line this year, and the Chiefs would have one more snap.
Smart move by them. Take the ball on the 35-yard line with 4 seconds left, as opposed to running the risk of a big return or a touchdown return. We're just going to kneel down.
Zappi had the interception, led to the first Arizona touchdown. They goes to a knee, and that'll end the half. Chiefs led 14-3, but now the Cardinals lead 17-14 at halftime. Joshua Briscoe is standing by with the Hy-Vee halftime show. That's next on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Now it's time for the Hy-Vee halftime report. It's brought to you by Hy-Vee. The world's best tailgating begins at Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
OKC, tune in to Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 to hear and watch Millwood Falcons Fall Sports Media Day, featuring athletes and coaches in volleyball, softball, band, cheerleading, and football. Wednesday, August 13th, live on OKC Sports Radio and PPB, CTV, YouTube, and app with Maurice Prince, Jay Swick, and me, Miles Perry, from noon to 2 p.m. Brought to you by SSM Health.
Here is Joshua Briscoe.
The Arizona Cardinals. We'll discuss some of the stories and top takeaways from the first half in a few moments. But first, let's take a look around the rest of the National Football League as the NFL gets into shape for the 2025 season. It's no secret that the Cleveland Browns are still attempting to escape quarterback purgatory. Interestingly enough, yesterday's signal caller in Cleveland wasn't the team's first choice in the 2025 NFL Draft, but he may have been the most discussed prospect in the entire draft class. Due to injuries ahead of him on the depth chart, rookie fifth-round pick Shadur Sanders got the start and made the most of his first taste of NFL action.
Blitz, it's picked up. Sanders, and it's caught for a touchdown. Caden Davis.
That's a good throw to a great position. Yeah, Shadur putting the ball away from the defender.
Sanders went 14 for 23 for 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions against the Carolina Panthers in a 30-10 Cleveland win. Hey, you want to hear something you've never heard before? I promise, this is a new one. Jaguars kicker Cam Little attempted a 70-yard field goal as time expired in the first half against the Steelers in Jacksonville.
Holy smokes, they got a shot.
He just kicked a 70-yard field goal. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
I've never seen that. The NFL record. That would be an NFL record.
In the first half. Holy smokes.
That's unbelievable.
Nobody's ever seen anything like that. What a kick in the preseason. Tonight, the Los Angeles Rams got it done on the ground early and often against the Dallas Cowboys. The Rams punctuated their first 2 drives the same way, with Blake Corum touchdowns.
And goal from the 4. They drill it straight ahead, right back to Paydards. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for Blake Corum.
Then the scariest moment of the preseason came last night in Atlanta, but there's good news. The Detroit Lions and Atlanta Falcons game was suspended at the beginning of the fourth quarter following a violent injury to Lions defensive back Maurice Norris. With an apparent head and neck injury, Norris was taken off the field in an ambulance, leaving both teams to circle up together on the field as the clock wound down. Shortly after, the game was suspended. But again, good news. Earlier today, Norris posted on Instagram, quote, "Amen, amen. I'm all good, man. Don't stress it. Appreciate all the check-ins and love." A remarkably positive update after a very scary moment. When we come back, we'll discuss some of the key developments from the first half of Chiefs Cardinals. That's next, right here on the Chiefs Radio Network.
Get ready, Chiefs Kingdom. The season is almost here.
Be there for all the action at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium and save with Tickets for Less. Use promo code Chiefs Radio at checkout to score a special discount at ticketsforless.com. No per-ticket fees, just transparent pricing and unrivaled customer service. Plus, enhance your game day with VIP tailgate passes and parking, all in one easy order. Every seat holds a story. Find yours now at ticketsforless.com. And don't forget code Chiefs Radio to save.
Play Kansas Lottery Super Kansas Cash, the Kansas only draw game, giving you 2 plays for $1 and jackpot starting at $100,000. Get your tickets today. Play Kansas Lottery, proud sponsor of the Chiefs Radio Network.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Groom.
Sam, 30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to supporting those who serve our communities. We believe that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest. We believe.
Oklahoma. Get ready for the biggest airfest to ever hit the state. The OK Airfest. 3 days, 3 nights, featuring a paramotor acrobatic exhibition with world champion pilots, helicopter rides, hot air balloons, drones, remote-controlled airplanes, Pony Express blowout, dog show, car show, BMX bike exhibitions, video gaming tournament, and much, much more. Plus, live performances all day and night, headlined by Sky High Rave, Trap EDM, S-Dot, and Finesse 2 times.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
With over 20 food trucks and hundreds of vendors, it's an event you don't want to miss. RV and camping spaces available. It's the 2025 OK Airfest, Friday, September 5th through the 7th at the Canadian County Expo Center in El Reno. Vendor and sponsor packages available. Combo early bird tickets on sale now. Visit OKAirfest.com. Come experience a unique festival like nothing you have ever seen.
KFC presents a story about the pursuit of flavor. When one executive told Colonel Sanders 4 Phillips boxes was too many, the Colonel decided he had one too many executives. Enjoy 4 KFC Phillips with original recipe fried chicken, creamy mashed potatoes, pie poppers, and a refreshing drink for $7 each. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. KFC Phillips, just $7 each.
Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Now, back to Joshua Briscoe and the Hy-Vee Halftime Report.
Our halftime continues here on the Chiefs Radio Network as the Chiefs and Cardinals take a breather at the halfway point of their first week of preseason action. I'm Joshua Briscoe. Things started very well for the Chiefs starters in Glendale. 2 takeaways and a touchdown in just over 5 minutes of gameplay. Got a little messier after that, but the Chiefs offensive starters left about as clean of a stat line as you could ask for. Tonight's stats updates powered by Flight by Yingling. Just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. How's this for Patrick Mahomes? 1 attempt, 1 completion, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. Again, it was very easy work for the Chiefs offense after that early takeaway. Gardner Minshew also had a nice debut in a Chiefs uniform, 6 for 9 for 54 yards and a rushing touchdown for Kansas City's new backup. Meanwhile, the injury front does have a few unfortunate updates. The Chiefs injury report brought to you by St. Luke's. For game day minor mishaps, get same-day care with St. Luke's convenient clinics or video visits so you won't miss a single play. Learn more at stlukeskc.org/same-day-care. Jalen Watson was taken off the field to be checked out after a hit. He walked to the sidelines under his own power before later being taken to the locker room. Watson has reportedly entered the concussion protocol. And then, as you may have heard just moments ago, veteran safety Deon Bush went down with a non-contact injury with just over a minute left in the half and was carted off the field. Bush was later and quickly ruled out with an Achilles injury. Head coach Andy Reid will provide injury updates after the game. Halftime is just about over, which means it's time to send it back to the stadium and Mitch Holthus after a quick timeout. Cardinals 17, Chiefs 14. The second half gets underway next, right here on the Chiefs Radio Network.
You want to see the ring? Here, I have a picture.
Wow, look at you.
I know, right?
Went to Hellsberg and customized the whole thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, I showed them all her inspiration photos, picked the setting, the diamond. It's actually pretty fun. Now for the real hard part, asking her.
Well, congrats, buddy. Ring looks awesome.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
You are a successful electrical contractor, but you plus a dedicated team supporting your project from day one? That's taking your productivity to the next level. And Graybar can help you get there. Your relationships plus our relationships. Your capabilities plus our job site services. Your challenges plus our technical specialists. You alone can get the job done. But you plus Graybar, that's smart business. Yep, Graybar does that.
This has been the Hy-Vee Halftime Report with Joshua Briscoe. It was brought to you by Hy-Vee. We help Chiefs fans lead easier, healthier, and happier lives. Coming up, Mitch Holtis, Danon Hughes, and Josh Klingler return with second half action. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Again, here is the voice of the Chiefs, Mitch Holtis.
Back here in Glendale, Arizona, where the Chiefs, quite a glorious day when they beat the Eagles to win Super Bowl 57. Right now, they trail in this first preseason game of 2025, 17-14, after having a 14-3 lead. Now, the second half, Danon, last year the Chiefs were 0-3 in the preseason. They got outscored in the second half by 25 points in a point differential. I know people are thinking, oh, this doesn't mean anything. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about developing the 53-man roster, the 69-man practice squad, and depth on this team. Second half, what do you want to see? What have you seen, and what do you want to see with this first possession?
So as I mentioned during the first half, Mitch, I always give praise to Steve Spagnuolo and his ability to just kind of be somewhat vanilla, but also add some tweaks here and there. And the main thing that I've seen consistently is that he wants to see how his corners and safeties and linebackers specifically handle man-to-man coverage. He's not looking to disguise anything. He's basically putting that back half of the defense on an island every single play. Now, there's a method to the madness. So when you mentioned last year going 0-3 in the preseason, that didn't carry over to the regular season because we were 15-2 during that season, and we learned how to win some close games during that gauntlet. So to me, in this second half, I want to see if these guys, okay, I know we're going to play man-to-man coverage. The Cardinals know we're going to play man-to-man coverage. Now, what kind of adjustments am I going to make so that I'm more successful in the second half than I was in the second quarter? That's, to me, what I'm going to watch specifically on defense. And then offensively, let's just make sure our wide receivers are making easier throws for the quarterback and not so many tight contested throws, back shoulder, back hip throws, where we saw some great efforts by the wide receivers, but I want to see more clean plays in the second half.
And I want to see how the backup offensive lineman will do in the second half. If the 0-3 preseason did catch up with the Chiefs at some point, it was in Super Bowl 59.
That's true, yeah.
And so the depth on the offensive line at all the spots. Second half kickoff by the Cardinals, brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs, providing excellent care for Chiefs Kingdom. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. We are going to hear from Travis Kelce very shortly. Interesting discussion I had with him on his approach to not only this offseason, but to training camp and to this season. And I want to hear, we're going to go to it very soon here, but Brashard Smith and Jalen Royals are back to take this kick. Again, 10 Arizona Cardinals have their foot on the line. It's a line drive kick taken by Royals on the fly. 25, 30-yard line. Ooh, nearly breaks through, but he gets to the 36. Decent return. Let's go down to Josh Klingler.
Our field reports are presented by Missouri Tourism. However you vacation, Missouri has you covered because in Missouri, there's a Mo for every MO. Find yours at visitmo.com. Just before the half, we had a couple of players ruled out for the Chiefs. Deion Bush, the most serious injury, an Achilles injury, has him out. And Jalen Watson in the concussion protocol. We're also planning to talk to some players during the second half. Expected to be joined hopefully by Trey Smith, Xavier Worthy, and possibly Kareem Hunt here in half number 2.
Play action fake. Zappe comes near sideline. Remigio with a diving catch. At the 40, it'll be the 5-yard pickup on first down. Travis Kelce, everybody wondered if he's going to come back or not. You and I were wondering at the end of Super Bowl 59 in that loss and losing to the Eagles 40-22. We'll give you this play on 2nd and 5. And then we're going to catch up with Kels, and I'm going to get your reaction, Dana, on what he says here. Bailey Zappe in at quarterback. He was driving the Chiefs until he threw an interception. Carson Steele is in at running back. One-man screen thrown to the right. Goes to the outside, and that is to wide receiver Jimmy Holiday at Louisiana Tech, just a gain of 1. All right, here's Kels. I asked him about the offense.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a professional, man. I love this game. This has always been my main goal in life, and it's been my main focus in life. And I think this year I got a little bit more strategic with how I was training. Got down to South Florida a little bit, the Boca Raton area, Fort Lauderdale area with my guy Tony Villani over at XPE, and really worked on the running form and things like that. And I think it's going to pay off, man. But at the same time, this year is no different than previous years. It's just a little bit more strategic on the style of running, knowing that I'm getting older and I need to work on these fundamentals.
I want to get your reaction to that.
Yeah.
2 times he said different strategy. I'm doing it strategically. What's that mean?
I think that's a great message, not just to other professional athletes, but also kids that are listening. Strategic and the disciplines that he talked about and getting back to fundamentals. I think that's something that's a lost art, that you have either trainers that are teaching you fundamentals or that you, no matter what level to what height you've been able to grow in this game, that you still recognize the importance of fundamentals in that. So, yeah, I love what he said. It kind of reminds me of what I was mentioning earlier about the injuries, the increasing of the injuries, and how guys are not being strategic. They may not be taking their rest as importantly as they should, but I love to hear that from Travis, true leader.
3rd and 3, incomplete, then a booming punt of 58 yards, but it goes into the end zone. That nets at 38. Timeout on the field. Early third quarter, Chiefs trail 17-14. This third quarter brought to you by GEHA.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Groom.
Sam, 30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs Kingdom is proud to partner with Hy-Vee, home of the best beef in town. Visit your local Hy-Vee to find only the highest quality beef, hand-selected and sourced from family farms in the Midwest. When it comes to beef, Hy-Vee goes the extra mile to bring affordable, tender, and delicious flavor to every tailgate and grill out. Stop by your local Hy-Vee to find Angus Reserve, Choice Reserve, and Prime Reserve beef options for your next gathering. Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Crown Royal, the official whiskey of the Kansas City Chiefs, is bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler traveling to stadiums and tailgates across the country. See the Royal Rig in action at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium on September 28th and around Kansas City on September 26th and 27th. 27. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. Please drink responsibly.
Back in Glendale, Arizona, 17-14. The Chiefs could not move the ball on their first possession of the third quarter with Bailey Zappi, a 3rd down and 3 incomplete. So the Cardinals get it back, and they put their third quarterback in the game, Clayton Tune. 1st and 10 play. They're going to run a bootleg right out of the gate, and they got a wide open man at the 25, up the near sideline, 30, and shoved out of bounds. About the 36-yard line, a 15-yard pickup on a bootleg on 1st and 10. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Your home for live and local high school sports. OKC Sports Radio, KINB 105.3 FM, HD1. Kingfisher, Oklahoma City, a Perry Broadcasting Station.
Tune started one game in his career for Cleveland. He lost that game. Now the Arizona quarterback, 1st and 10 at his own 35. He leads by 3. He's got a 15-yard play. And Arizona tries to go behind right tackle. Short gain. About 3 yards. Chiefs get a couple different guys there. Cam Jones was there. Joshua Williams now in at left corner.
Good to see Cam Jones back on the field. Brandon George, a rookie free agent linebacker, on the field as well.
George is older than Felix Enudike-Uzama. He's one of those 6th-year guys. He played at Pitt for 6 years. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 38-yard line for Tune. Played at the University of Houston. Comes over the middle and overthrows it. It's intercepted. Christian Roland Wallace. And he's up near midfield on the pick. Tune, who originally committed to the University of Kansas before decommitting to Houston, overthrows his middle receiver. Remember, Christian Roland Wallace had an interception last year against San Francisco in the regular season. Gets one here.
Kansas City. And the luxury of playing center field where you get to see everything materialize in front. Airmail throw in the right place, right time. Good to see Christian Roland Wallace, 2nd-year man out of USC, get a turnover.
3rd giveaway by the Cardinals in this game. 2 interceptions, one by Jaden Hicks that stopped a scoring drive in the red zone. Chiefs go old school, I formation here. Tight right as Zappi stays in at quarterback. They fake a lead. Here comes pressure. Zappi's in trouble. He's sacked back at the 40, and then a flag thrown. -9 on the sack, and it was on play action. Nobody got slowed down.
A lot of tussling going on downfield with bump and run man-to-man coverage. Flag. Can't tell. They might have it on the offense here. Not quite sure.
-9 on a sack. I would think if that's the case, the Cardinals would line. Maybe they're picking the flag up. Chiefs have got to protect better. That was a play-action fake.
Offsetting, maybe?
There are fouls by both teams, and they will offset. Personal foul, tripping. Offense, number 60. Illegal contact. Defense, offsetting fouls, 1st down.
Issa Pole's at left tackle right now, number 79. Orzed, who was called for the trip, is at left guard. They have moved Hansen in at center. These guys flip-flop all throughout camp. Actually, Hansen is still at right guard, and Caliendo's at center. And then the right tackle is Wanye Morris. Left tackle is Pole. He's a story here. As now a delayed handoff goes up the middle for the Chiefs, and it's a gain of 12 yards and a quick pop up the middle. As Kansas City throws the ball there, actually goes to Holiday on a quick pass to Jimmy Holiday. So a gain of double digits, and the Chiefs have the ball down 3 in Arizona territory now at the 49. That was well done and well faked.
The RPO.
Happy, yeah.
Action in the backfield. Quick slant to Jimmy Holiday, and he took a big hit, held on to the football, both hands around the football in traffic. As you mentioned, we're going to measure it here to see we got the 1st down. Looks like maybe a little short.
Moved the ball back after Holiday's original progress. Looked like he was past the line to gain. But Pole at left tackle is a story. Did not play high school football, barely played college ball, Chabot Junior College. Then he went to Washington State, and became a starter for them. But this guy's just kind of learning the game. But he's big and powerful, 6'7", 319. He was a basketball player. He's a computer engineer, and he sold shoes for a while. He only played 22 college games.
Wow.
This is a crockpot guy. Just take my word. This guy could end up on the field, if not this year, in the near future.
6'7", 319 pounds, athletic. Likely has good footwork if he's a former basketball player.
He has shown that. Played at Wazoo, but again, only 22 college games. They say just a gain of 9, no first down. As Brashard Smith is in at running back, and he gets the handoff, and now the Chiefs have a first down. And let's go down to Josh Klingler, who's got the all-pro Chiefs corner, Trent McDuffie.
Yeah, Trent, first, let's talk about your mates that have made interceptions here tonight. Always fun to watch the secondary get involved.
I mean, it's everything. I think when we first started all the way back to OTAs, and especially with training camp, a big thing was takeaways. You know, this defense needs to get more takeaways. And coming out here, starting off, first kickoff, forced fumble, we get the ball back, and then like you said, the 2 interceptions by DBs, it makes me really happy.
You become kind of an elder statesman all of a sudden. Not that you're old, I'd never say that, but you're kind of the veteran back there. How have you taken that on as kind of a leadership role as well?
Yeah, honestly, for me, it's more about the details, you know, making sure that I'm doing things correctly day in and day out, the consistency in things, but also going to these guys and making sure they're good mentally. You know, I feel like when it comes to NFL, when it comes to football, yeah, everybody's big and strong and fast, but if your mentals aren't right, things can really go down the wrong way. So just making sure each and every day, you know, checking in on everybody, making sure everybody's feeling right and feeling ready to go is the biggest thing.
Your versatility has been on display, obviously, throughout your career. It looks like that's kind of the MO a lot for the secondary. How big is being flexible in this defense?
Oh, it's everything with Spags. I mean, you got guys that can play safety, guys that can play nickel, guys that can play corner, and everybody can just switch around throughout the whole game, which I feel like for a quarterback can be pretty frustrating. So being able to be back there with guys that can do a bunch of different things, honestly, teaches me a lot more about football and also just makes you just feel excited when you go out there because you get to do something new.
All right, you've been battling in camp every day with this wide receiver group. Andy Reid has had a lot of praise for this group. What have you seen from the wide receivers, and how does that make you better in turn?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be exciting. I mean, each and every day, you want to talk about speed, you want to talk about finesse, you want to talk about guys who are just doing the right things day in and day out. That's my biggest thing, the consistency of that room, and they just gotten better and better and better, and the time with Patrick has become honestly very pristine and pretty precise. So I'm really excited for what they're going to do, and I'm ready for some big shots this year.
Another tough camp. What does that do for this team to have the types of training camps you guys have?
Man, it's everything. I mean, you can talk all you want about St. Joe's, but it really puts you back into that football mind state of just a grueling season, having to get up, and even when you're tired, having to go out there and put on your best performance. So anytime you go to St. Joe's, yeah, it's hard football-wise, but it's always cool getting back around the guys and building those relationships some more. And you always have the best stories coming out of St. Joe's. That's what I love.
All right, Trent, thanks for a few minutes.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's Trent McDuffie.
Yeah, Chiefs are going to try a 58-yard field goal. Remember, the longest field goal in Super Bowl history is from Butker. He's going to try to 58 and try to tie the game, and he does it. The Chiefs tie the game at 8:46 to go in the third quarter on a 58-yard field goal by Harrison Butker. The Chiefs had a couple of pressures against them that looked like might take him out of scoring territory, not with butt kicker from 58. 17-17 tie, 8:46 in the third. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Community Health Centers of Oklahoma pharmacies are now open to you and everyone. Your health, their mission. They give all patients convenient access to medications at an affordable cost. Their full-service pharmacies provide direct communications with your providers to manage your prescription needs, status updates and refill reminders programs, medication synchronization, and short wait times. They have 2 locations in the metro to serve you. Perry A. Klassen Pharmacy, located at 1006 Northeast 17th Street, and in Spencer, Oklahoma, with Mary Mahoney Pharmacy, 12716 Northeast 36th Street. Pharmacy hours of operation Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Fridays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have any questions about your prescriptions, stop by or call today, 405-769-1301, 769-1301. Remember, Community Health Centers of Oklahoma pharmacies give all patients convenient access to medications at an affordable cost.
OKC. Tune in to Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 to hear and watch Millwood Falcons Fall Sports Media Day, featuring athletes and coaches in volleyball, softball, band, cheerleading, and football. Wednesday, August 13th, live on OKC Sports Radio and PPB, CTV, YouTube, and app with Maurice Prince, Jay Swick, and me, Miles Perry, from noon to 2 p.m. Brought to you by SSM Health.
Thanks to All-Pro Trent McDuffie for joining us. Thanks to Travis Kelce giving us his thoughts. And hey, Chiefs fans, thanks to Hy-Vee. You get everything you need for a tailgate worthy of a champion at Kansas City Hy-Vee stores. Whether you're firing up the grill at Arrowhead or cheering on your Chiefs from home, all of your favorite game day essentials at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Stop in-store at one of the 20 Hy-Vee locations across the Kansas City metro or online anytime at Hy-Vee.com. Trent McDuffie, and this has been a theme of these guys, as they go to the next part of their career, they ascend, they become premium players, but they help the other guys. It's been all the way through this team. How big is that?
Yeah, it's a misnomer to believe that you have to be a 10-year vet to be a leader. I think what we've seen is Brett Veach, Andy Reid, the entire scouting department doing a great job of drafting and bringing in talent that can also lead, that are smart players, do things right off the field as well. And Trent McDuffie, to me, is the epitome of that. He's a guy that just in his fourth year has shown the ability to be a leader on this defense. We see that same thing with Nick Bolton, who's just in his fifth year. So to have the young talent out there, but guys that understand the big picture, is so important to the success of this organization.
Well stated. Azizi Hearn, who just signed not that long ago on a kickoff team coverage tackle, one of the first guys there on a well-done kick by Harrison Butker. The Cardinals will start at their own 30-yard line, but in the landing zone, Cole Christensen was also there, the one brave old Army team, former Black Knight. 1st and 10 Cardinals. Clayton Tune will hand it off. And they try to go to the left side of their formation, but the right side of the Chiefs are stout to stop it for a gain of just 3 yards. So up front, Felix Anudike Uzama, Arlen Tui Pelotu, Malik Herring, who's been around the program for a while, and Omar Norman Lott. We've seen Felix hold the edge. He started to come on at the end of last year, had the sack against Pittsburgh. 3 stuffs in the playoffs. 2nd down 7 for the Cardinals. Tune throwing a deep route near sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Joshua Williams sprinting down the field defensively with the intended receiver Xavier Weaver, and had inside leverage and did not commit a defensive pass interference penalty. So it's now 3rd down and 7 for the Cardinals at their own 33. It's a 17-17 tie.
Really good job by Joshua Williams. Looked like Weaver got away with a face mask there as he tried to go after the football. Like to see Joshua, if he had to tighten the screws just a bit, get that head turned around to the football, maybe make a play on the ball as opposed to just tight coverage.
3rd and 7, Cardinals are 2 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. Clayton Tune, the former Houston Cougar, retreats into the pocket, being rushed from the outside. He is sacked back at the 24-yard line. Excellent job of chasing him down from behind. It looked like Janarius Robinson. Janarius Robinson, the 5-year veteran and ex-Raider, gets a sack for -9 for the Chiefs. That's your Big Mac sack. You've been waiting for it all night, Chiefs fans. That means you score the next day with a buy one, get one free Big Mac at McDonald's. Prizes and participation may vary. Big sack, Big Mac, big win, big sack. Great to see it on 3rd and 7 to get that play. And the punt is away. Sky Moore will take this punt at his own 23. Stops, chops the feet, nowhere to go. Spun down at the 27-yard line. 52-yard punt and about 2 yards on the return. 7:10 to go, 3rd quarter. It's a 17-17 tie. This 3rd quarter, as we go to a break, is brought to you by GEHA.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and Insta-talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
Dane and Hughes here. I've seen a lot of stat lines in my playing days, but these numbers, they caught my attention. Flight by Yingling. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and all the crisp, refreshing flavor you want in a light beer. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, so you know it's got some serious history behind it. If you're into stats and taste, you're going to love this beer. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Dane and Hughes. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Play Kansas Lottery Super Kansas Cash, the Kansas-only draw game, giving you 2 plays for $1 and jackpot starting at $100,000. Get your tickets today. Play Kansas Lottery, proud sponsor of the Chiefs Radio Network.
Is your place packed tighter than a game day crowd at Arrowhead? Storage Mart has the Hail Mary you need. Super fans like you can score $20 off storage units when you use code CHIEFS20 at checkout. That's code CHIEFS20 for $20 off only at Storage Mart. Offer available at select locations. Restrictions apply. Visit storage-mart.com to rent online today. That's storage-mart.com. Storage Mart is proud to be the official storage provider of Chiefs Kingdom.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to supporting those who serve our communities. We believe that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest. We believe.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Tickets for Less. Enter the Tickets for Less Chiefs VIP contest for your chance to win Chiefs tickets, signed Chiefs merchandise, a stadium tour, and a $100 gift card. Register now at ticketsforless.com/contests.
17-17 tie here. The Cardinals and Chiefs preseason game number 1. Chiefs just got their first sack of the game at a -9 on 3rd down and 7. A sack of third-string quarterback Clayton Tune for Houston. Bailey Zappi getting a lot of snaps. He's the Chiefs' third stringer right now. Going to put up video game numbers at Western Kentucky after transferring from Houston Christian, where his coach was the former graduate assistant at Texas Tech when Pat was there. Pat Mahomes, right side throw, caught by Tunyon, and the veteran has got a big pickup on the right side of the field for 20 yards and a Chiefs first down. Just shy of midfield. I know the Chiefs are on offense, but I caught up with George Karlaftis and how loaded this team is on the defensive line, especially on the perimeter.
We got a great group of players and coaches, and now I'm starting to get to be one of those veteran guys that is, that is coaching up the younger guys, if you will. And Spag says this all the time. Mastery is when you could teach another person what it is. So I'm definitely seeing myself transition into more of that role, and always challenging myself to be better than the day before. That's kind of the whole thing with Coach Reed. Is being better than the next day, than the day before. Just trying to keep getting better every single day.
How much of Gelati's that is like mini George?
I think a lot, man. I think he's going to be a heck of a player. He's definitely going to work his butt off, and he's going to be exciting to watch.
Goes back to your point. You don't have to be old to be a leader. Karlaftis is taking up. This team's loaded on the outside.
And for these guys to understand the importance of it, just 4 years in the league tells you a lot about their makeup. It wasn't like they just came into the league and they're leaders now. They came in and they recognized, even from the draft process, I'm sure Brett Veach recognized that these guys are leaders in the making quickly. And George Karlaftis and, he and Chris Jones get after each other, and I love how they push each other, and expecting another big year from him. But the effect of his work ethic on younger guys is such an attribute to success.
Speaking of success, Zappi's hit a couple plays here. 20 yards to the veteran tight end Robert Tunyon, and then he got Nico Remigio on an 18-yard boundary route to the near side. 2nd and 10 after an incompletion at the Cardinal 34. And Brashard Smith, who was transplanted from a wide receiver at Miami of Florida to a running back at SMU, and his 4.39 speed gets a handoff and runs into Cody Simon but gains 4 yards. 3rd and 6 Chiefs, Dane and Hughes, 17-17 tie, 5:35 to go third quarter. Big play here.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to Brashard Smith to see that speed on display on the perimeter, but getting him some opportunities and some tough yardage between the tackles now.
Chiefs just 2 of 5 on 3rd down, and they spread it out. They empty the backfield, 3 by 2. But now Smith comes into the backfield off motion, and he is dangerous on wheels and as a receiver. He'll stay in to protect. Zappi moves to his right, slings it sidearm, and it's caught. And a first down for Kansas City of 11 yards. Somehow that guy has got to make this team. What a great route on the right side by Robert Tonyan. We've seen it at camp over and over and over again. He was awesome with Green Bay, especially the COVID year of 2020.
Yeah, I really like this kid. I've seen him play a lot since his days at Indiana State. And when we signed him this offseason, I thought he was going to be that diamond in the rough for us, a third tight end possibly, and he's making some plays tonight.
10-yard pickup, first down on 3rd down and 6. 1st and 10, Chiefs at the Arizona 20. Zappi in the pocket, throws a deep route left side, and Remigio can't locate it. He threw it to his outside shoulder. Remigio was trying to get kind of slicing inside on the defender, and the pass goes incomplete.
And sometimes as a wide receiver, you try so hard to get over the top of the hips of the defensive back. Think of it from a NASCAR standpoint, what they call drafting in NASCAR. So you didn't know I knew from Jersey kid knew about NASCAR, did you?
And you know about everything. Hey, you did Little League Baseball, man.
There you go.
You got it all on your resume.
Drafting, getting in front of the defender and forcing him to run as slow as you want him to. But that ball is perfectly thrown in the back corner.
2nd and 10, Chiefs at the Arizona 20. 17-17 tie. Bailey Zappi takes the snap. They kind of throw it the right side, and ill-fated screen. That's going to get blown up for a loss of 6. Slow developing, and Denzel Burke, a rookie out of Ohio State, one of 6 Ohio State guys on this Arizona team. He grew up here in Scottsdale. But the Chiefs, that was not very well executed.
The backside blitz well protected by Godric at that left tackle position, but give credit to the Cardinals snuffing out that screen.
Chiefs just converted 3rd and 6 for 10. Now they got 3rd and 16 at the Arizona 26. 17-17 tie. Bucker just hit a 58-yard field goal to tie it. Now Zappi with time in the pocket unloads it for the end zone. Jump ball situation, and it is going to be intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off as Kyton Crawford, the rookie out of Nevada, who grew up not very far from Patrick Mahomes in Tyler, Texas, in an ill-fated throw, and the Chiefs get no points out of the drive, and the second interception thrown in this game by Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, I like the idea of trying to give your wide receiver a chance to make a play, but you got to make a better decision there.
OKC Sports Radio, KINB 105.3 FM HD1. Kingfisher, Oklahoma City, a Perry Broadcasting Station.
Community health centers of Oklahoma pharmacies are now open to you and everyone. Your health, their mission. They give all patients convenient access to medications at an affordable cost. Their full-service pharmacies provide direct communications with your providers to manage your prescription needs, status updates and refill reminders programs, medication synchronization, and short wait times. They have 2 locations in the metro to serve you. Perry A. Klassen Pharmacy, located at 1006 Northeast 17th Street, and in Spencer, Oklahoma, with Mary Mahoney Pharmacy, 12716 Northeast 36th Street. Pharmacy hours of operation Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Fridays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have any questions about your prescriptions, stop by or call today, 405-769-1301, 769-1301. Remember, Community Health Centers of Oklahoma pharmacies give all patients convenient access to medications at an affordable cost.
More than 600,000 Oklahomans have disabilities. We can't afford to leave great employees behind just because they do things differently.
Oklahoma Rehabilitation Services, okdrs.gov, 1-800-845-8476.
(17-17) tie, 3:43 to go in the third quarter, but an interception thrown in the end zone to stop a scoring drive. The interception thrown by third-string quarterback Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, offense has to do better in scoring zone, and you can do better with Ticket for Less. Ticket for Less has the lowest prices on Chiefs tickets and parking passes for every home game. Save big with your promo code Chiefs Radio on your next order. Every seat holds a story. Find your ticket. Find yours at ticketsforless.com.
You were crushing that. You were crushing that. That was a Marcus Allen halfback pass to Danon Hughes, tying the game into the ad. Look at you.
There you go. I'm growing, man. I'm coachable.
Oh, man, you're it. You're there. I won't be you when I grow up. 17-17 tie. 3:43 to go in the third quarter. As defensively, Malik Herring up front now for Kansas City on the defensive line. Felix Anudike-Uzama, Omar Norman-Lott, Marlon Tuipulotu. Brandon George at linebacker, Jeffrey Bassa at linebacker. Chiefs go with a nickel look here. Heath Knowles playing up near the line of scrimmage. Clayton Tune just threw an interception in at quarterback. RPO run, trying to come back to the near side, and he runs into Joshua Williams in a great read by the near side corner. Gain of 4. He was trying to get a big play on a counter, kind of his own counter, I think.
And Joshua Williams can be a physical force at that cornerback position. He's shown it at times throughout his career. Fourth-year guy out of Fayetteville State. They like his length on the outside as well.
2nd and 6, Cardinals, their own 24. Tune hands it off. They go the other way this time. She's trying to hold the edge again, and they do so with excellent pursuit on the far side. Gain of 5. And so 3rd down and 1 for the Cardinals. But the Chiefs have stayed away from giving up some big plays. Let's go to Xavier. Let's go to him after the 3rd down and 1 for the Cardinals at their own 29-yard line. 17-17 tie. Maybe we get Xavier Worthy out there on defense and blitz right here. That is stun him. Handoff goes up the middle, and it's going to first down. Looks like by a yard. All right, Xavier Worthy, we've waited all night to talk to you, brother. How's it going, how's it going down there on that sideline?
All right, thanks, Mitch. Xavier, you took on so much as the season went on last year. How much did you learn during that blur phase of year number 1, and what are they putting on your plate here in year 2?
Man, they put a lot on my plate. I mean, obviously guys got hurt, and I had a great group of guys out there to help me, like Trav, Rasheed, and Hollywood helped me whenever they came, when they were in the building. So, I mean, it was an all-around full thing, but I mean, I could get more of my play now, and I got another year in the offense, another offseason in the offense.
Is it kind of exciting for you? It looks like you're a piece they can use in a number of different ways.
I mean, yeah, obviously coming in as a young guy, you want to be able to contribute at a fast rate, but it takes time to learn coverages at different speeds. So as I learned that, and now I got the offense down, I feel like it's a good sign.
We haven't been able to see all the pieces, obviously, tonight, but what do you make of this entire wide receiver room and how deep you guys can play?
Yeah, we were just talking about it. Like, this is one of the best I've been around. We got a lot of guys that can go deep. We got a lot of fast guys. So, I mean, anybody could go deep and be open at any point in time.
What do you make of a hard training camp once again, and what does that mean to go through what you guys go through in St. Joe?
Man, it builds character, and being in the dorms, it builds that camaraderie with the team. So we got a lot of guys that's in there. It's either you could dwell on it or just get better from it. So we're just in there communicating with guys. Guys in there getting extra work. You got nothing to do but football. So, I mean, it just builds character.
Going to have a lot of fun watching you in year 2. Congratulations, and looking forward to seeing what's ahead.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, guys, that's Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, he's built on his game. And now the Cardinals got a pass play to Josiah Degura and then a 15-yard penalty. They called it on Felix Anudike-Uzama for roughing the quarterback.
Yeah. At the ankles of the quarterback there, and go back to that infamous play against Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. And that's where things started, where the protecting the quarterback was at a premium, and they're not going to allow the defenders to grab the ankles or come from the backside and hit quarterbacks low.
Bernard Pollard ended his season in week 1. 54 seconds to go, third quarter. 2nd and 9, Cardinals are at the Kansas City 39 after the penalty. Clayton Tune to throw from the pocket, releasing over the middle, and has his man in the pass and the advancement to the Kansas City 30. Gain of 8 yards, just shy of the first down. Chasing was Malik Herring from his defensive end position. 17-17 tie. There's 28 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Defense trying to mix things up with Malik Herring listed as a defensive end, having the responsibility of man-to-man coverage on the tight end, likely because of a blitz from the linebacker who would normally have that responsibility.
3rd down 1, Cardinals from the Kansas City 31. Handoff, and it's going to be a loss.
Excellent play. As sticking his nose in there for a loss of 2 was linebacker Cooper McDonald, who has been outstanding so far in training camp. Played at TCU, is at Washington for a while. And anyway, the Chiefs get a stop on 3rd down and 1. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Yeah, it's the preseason. Yeah, it's preseason number 1. But go to the garage. It's time. You'll know what time it is when we come back on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network. Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, looking for post-game highlights and exclusive player and coach interviews? Look no further than the weekly Chiefs Kingdom shows hosted at Hy-Vee. Join me, Mitch Holtis, and a special Chiefs player guest every week for the live radio broadcast at Hy-Vee Market Grill. Score raffle prizes, experience once-in-a-lifetime player meet and greets, and more. Plus, don't forget to try the Casey Takeaway Zarda Barbecue Sandwich and Fries for just $10 while you're there. Check out 610sports.com for the full show schedule. We'll see you at Hy-Vee, Chiefs Kingdom. For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Groom.
Sam, 30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Crown Royal, the official whiskey of the Kansas City Chiefs, is bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler traveling to stadiums and tailgates across the country. See the Royal Rig in action at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium on September 28th and around Kansas City on September 26th and 27th. Visit CrownRoyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. Please drink responsibly.
All right, back here, start the 4th quarter. Arizona Cardinals 17, Chiefs 17. Mitch Holtis along with Dana Hughes, Josh Klingler. Yeah, it's the preseason, but it's 4th and 2 at the Kansas City 32. It's time to put the hammer down. And Joshua Williams and Cooper McDonald just put the hammer on the Arizona running back on third down and 1. But Joshua Williams tonight, he really got the first hit on that play. And it's going to be a 50-yard attempt here to try to give Arizona the lead. Chad Ryland, New England, prior to being here, as long as 58. Butker hit a 58-yarder earlier to tie the game. Ryland's 50-yarder, swings the leg through, and plenty of distance, and he's got it for a 3-pointer, and Arizona leads 20-7.
Accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Y'all ready for Gillette's best shave? Try Gillette Labs with 5 ultra-thin blades, a built-in exfoliating bar, a precision trimmer on the back for sharp lineups. Gillette Labs delivers that smooth shave. Plus, and check this out, with one refill, you'll get up to 30 shaves. And on average, the blades last 50% longer than Gillette Fusion. Got something special coming up and you gotta look good? Check out Gillette Labs, the best a man can get. Gillette Labs also available and heated.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
12:03 to go in the game here in the Valley of the Sun. 20-17, Cardinals lead the Chiefs. 12:03 to go in the game.
The Cincinnati Bearcats are hosting the Nebraska Cornhuskers in the Battle Sports Kansas City Classic at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. The game is August 28th at 8 p.m., so clear your calendars and get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
That's an Iowa Hawkeye reading a Nebraska ad with enthusiasm. You have come a long way. Your therapy's going well.
I'd like to thank all the little people in the world that helped me.
Goodness, that's going to be really awesome, that game.
That game is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some posts about 65,000 tickets already sold, and
they're coming.
Yeah.
They're going to burn up the interstates, and baby Mahomes plays for Nebraska. Here, it's Oladokin, Mahomes' friend, on 3rd and 10 at his own 42, down 3. Chiefs need a big play, and they're going for it. They're going long down the near side. The pass is going to be incomplete. They were shooting it down the near side numbers. The intended receiver was, again, the recently signed Keyshawn Smith, who, like Brashard Smith, started at Miami, Florida before transferring to SMU. He had 0 drops and 85 targets. That wasn't a drop, but Oladokin was going for 7, not the first down.
Good solid protection first and foremost, and a strong throw down the field. Pretty much in an area where only Keyshawn could make the catch, just couldn't reel it in.
Now, Araiza needs a field position punt here. He lost 20 yards of net the last punt in this situation, and that partially blocked. It's going to roll out of bounds. No, it's still in bounds, and we downed on the near sideline as Jimmy Holiday downs it. So the partially blocked punt actually helps the Chiefs, and it ends up being a punt downed at the 4-yard line.
This is just a lack of protection here. I believe that's Elijah Badger, wide receiver, responsible for blocking that edge. Opens up that side door enough to get a hand on it. And an excellent job of Holiday getting down that at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, we're seeing some gunner play tonight, what I'm encouraged with. So now the Cardinals, leading 20-17, have 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. Clayton Tune at quarterback. And Arizona will try to run the ball, trying to bounce it off right tackle, and he will gain 4 yards to the 9. The runner was Bam Knight. Played with the Jets, the Lions, out of NC State in his 3rd year. Chiefs able to hold it to a 4-yard gain.
This is a crucial drive for the Chiefs defense. If they can get a stop, we've seen some solid turnovers produced by the defense, but getting that 3 and out with the backs up against the goal line would be huge for field position.
Janarius Robinson out there. Marlon Tuipulotu is out there. Malik Herring is out there on the defensive front. As Tune, 2nd down and 6, goes over a release to the running back over the middle. 1st down at the 20. Jeffrey Bassa was there along with Brandon George, a gain of 10 yards at a 1st down. Let's go to the sideline. Here's Josh Klingler.
One of the things I love about the preseason games is watching the veterans when they come out of the game and how involved they are on the sidelines. Travis Kelce's basically been Andy Reid's shadow on the sidelines the entire game tonight. Chris Jones is currently standing right behind Steve Spagnuolo. The quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, has had a earpiece in the entire night and liaisoning with Matt Nagy. They're always involved. They're always in it. This is a preseason game where they barely played, and yet they're very much dialed in. It's always great to see.
In a 5 on a run on 1st and 10. That goes back to the leadership. There was a fight on the field. Mm-hmm. Kelce's breaking it up. I'm going, wait a minute. 3 years ago, he's in that fight.
Yes.
Kelce's like, we don't fight here in practice. They say, wait a minute.
We used to.
Used to when I was in the fight. 2nd down and 5. Cardinals moving the ball at their own 25. They lead 20-17. 9:58 to go in the game. Tune, stretch play near side, and getting through the first wall is Knight, and he's going to get a nice run out to the 34-yard line and pick up 9 yards and a 1st down.
They got an early start by the right guard for the Cardinals. That seal down block there. Open up the door, another 1st down for the Cardinals.
Tuipulotu out there. Felix Anudike-Uzama out there. Herring out there. Janarius Robinson out there. George at linebacker. McDonald at linebacker. Boss at linebacker. A lot of rookies. Need to get a stop. Cardinals by 3. Tune pulling away to the near side, and will throw it on the run, and the pass skips off his diving receiver in front of the Cardinal bench, incomplete. Tristan Jackson, the intended receiver, but some penetration and pressure that time as Fabian Lovett getting through the first blocks.
And good coverage downfield by Glendon Miller, rookie from Maryland. Got to make the throws as difficult as possible, especially with the quarterback on the move.
June in his third year again, he started a game for Cleveland and lost it. Put up numbers at Houston. Handoff, they folded at the line of scrimmage, 45-yard line, 50, well blocked, into Chiefs territory. And down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. A long run on that play. The defensive line got folded up, and Melvin Smith Jr., a rookie out of Southern Arkansas, saves a touchdown after a 27-yard run by Bam Knight.
If they're allowing the right guard for the Cardinals to get an early jump on the snap on two plays that they've had big runs in this drive, every inch, every step matters. If you give them that benefit, it's going to be a tough day for any defender.
Now the Cardinals start in a pistol. They'll shift it to go to a sidecar position to the back. Batum, play action fake, being pressured, and a right side throw and a penalty flag thrown. This may be a hold, and then really close to a late hit on Kansas City. It's a gain of 2 yards, but pending the penalty. It looks like Enudike Uzama got held, but I think they're going to call it on the backside here.
Holding. Offense number 61. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
You want one of your better names in the NFL? Sincere Haynesworth.
Yes.
Sincere Haynesworth called for the hold.
Not sure I'd want that for an offensive lineman.
So, you can imagine the like, dude, seriously? Your name is Sincere?
Yeah.
First and 20, Cardinals. They lead 20-17. The football now is back to Kansas City 48. Run the ball again. This time the Chiefs are right there. It's DJ Dallas, the ball carrier. It looked like Cooper McDonald was there. A gain of 1. He has impressed folks. Again, he was signed off a tryout. And 3 different colleges, but was good at at TCU, been good at camp. 5 wide for the Cardinals. They have 2nd and 18 at the Chief 46. Arizona leads by 3. The Chiefs led 14-3 at one point in this game. 7:26 to go in the game. Tune with an empty backfield. Has time. Unloads it. Left sideline. The pass is going to be incomplete. And too long for the intended receiver, former Chief Andre Bocelli. And was covered by Azizi Hearn for Kansas City.
It's great technique by Hearn. He gets his head turned around, stays in the side pocket of the wide receiver, squeezing him to the sideline. The ball was overthrown just a bit. Excellent coverage.
Now, here at 3rd and 18 at the Kansas City 46. And the Chiefs get off the field here and stop Arizona. They're going to run a screen. The Chiefs have it defended initially as Izzard was there to slow him down, and then Bassa cleans it up. Just a gain of 1 on a 3rd and 18 screen. Here's another good name for you. Chiefs. Keziah Izzard from Penn State read the screen.
Yeah, great job shedding the block, recognizing the screen, and slowing him down. Didn't get the tackle, but slowed down the receiver. Allowed his teammate to come in and make the stop.
Blake Gillikin will punt. 6-year veteran. Was with New Orleans for a while. Chiefs hold. They're down 20-17. And Brashard Smith is back to take this punt. This is a real-world experiment right here. Spinning punt taken by Smith. Fair caught at the 4. And Oladokin's got to go 96 for a touchdown. 41-yard punt. Fair caught at the 4-yard line. Chiefs are down 3, 6:33 to go in this first preseason game. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
You know Gray Bar for electrical parts. But there's one more thing you may not be thinking of us for that can help maximize your next project's total value. Our pre-project planning services are designed to help you win the bid, save on labor costs, and keep your installers productive across your entire build. The sooner you call us, the better. Because when we're there from the beginning, we can anticipate your needs and help you solve problems before they become problems. Yep, Graybar does that.
Excellence is the expectation at the University of Kansas Health System. Excellence is the compassionate care they give to every patient. Excellence is the expertise and leading-edge treatments that led the University of Kansas Hospital being named the best hospital in Kansas City by U.S. News and World Report for 15 years in a row. This focus on excellence is why the University of Kansas Health System is the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs and the best care for Chiefs Kingdom. For more information, visit kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs.
Get ready, Chiefs Kingdom. The season is almost here. Be there for all the action at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium and save with Tickets for Less. Use promo code Chiefs Radio at checkout to score a special discount at ticketsforless.com. No per-ticket fees, just transparent pricing and unrivaled customer service. Plus, enhance your game day with VIP tailgate passes and parking, all in one easy order. Every seat holds a story. Find yours now at ticketsforless.com. And don't forget code Chiefs Radio to save.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Find an agent for your auto, home, and life at shelterinsurance.com. And by Hy-Vee, proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs have to go 96 yards for a touchdown. Joey Lombard made the team on a made the 91-man roster in a tryout. It's the center, former South Dakota Coyote. To his left is Dalton. Same offensive line group that played the last time, but they got a job here. Oladokun from his own end zone tries a slant and finds his man, puts it right into the numbers of the receiver. Well-thrown slant pattern as Hal Presley, a gain of 7 yards. Presley, a late pickup into camp, a rookie out of Baylor.
A good big body receiver, getting big in that throwing area. There's just a slight throwing lane on this slant route. Able to reel it in.
2nd and 2 for the Chiefs. Football at their own 12, trailing 20-17. They run a draw play. Elijah Young. And Young trying to get a new set of downs for Kansas City. It's just shy of the 15-yard line. Doesn't pick it up. As Vi Jones, whose brother Zay is a wide receiver on the Arizona team, keeps him from getting the first down. 3rd and 1 now for the Chiefs at their own 13. 20-17 Arizona, 5:33 to go in the game. Chiefs will go with the shotgun. Again, Elijah Young, former Missouri Tiger, and had big numbers at Western Kentucky, will get it on a handoff. He gets hit, but plows forward. It's going to be close. Really close. Gain 3 yards, and he'll move the chains. So well blocked up front, and Elijah Young.
And with 2 consecutive run plays, you can tell there's not really a high sense of urgency here. With just under 5 minutes left, only down by 3 points. You want to make sure everybody's on the same accord, everybody's in the same mindset, and take your time moving the ball down the field.
Young at running back, 3 years, played 28 games at Ole Mizzou. Then he had 1,300 all-purpose yards last year for Western Kentucky. They fake to him, trying to buy time for Oladokun. He'll throw it in the left flat. Caught at the 15, and then 2 different Cardinals make that go nowhere. So well defended by Arizona.
You're seeing Arizona showcase, we've seen this throughout the game, Mitch. Their defense disguising a little bit more than we are. Is line up and look like they're going to bluff a blitz, which would be man-to-man coverage. They drop into a 2-deep zone that allows them to come up with two guys and get the receiver knocked out of bounds.
Elijah Badger made the catch. Guess who made the tackle for Arizona? Echo Boydo. Former Chief, got his Super Bowl ring. Lawrence High. Hey, a throw near side, caught at the 20-yard line, trying to spin out of a hit, but getting to the 23-yard line. For Kansas City, they get an 8-yard pickup on a quick throw. And that goes to Smith for Kansas City. But Boydo, remember, he was a tryout guy. He just showed up with his cleats, made the team. A Lawrence High chesty line. He won the Big 12 at K-State as a DB, and now trying to make the Arizona team. Third down for Kansas City and 3. The Chiefs are 5 of 11 on third down. Catch was made by Keyshawn Smith. And now Oladokin down by 3, 20-17 at 3:15 to go in the game. Long count, muff snap, picked up by Oladokin. In trouble, he's going to try to scramble. Now he peels away, being chased by the state of Arizona. Now he'll throw late, and the pass is going to be caught on the far side. What a catch. Presley, the kid from Baylor, stayed with the play. Talk about a scramble drill. It's a gain of 14 yards, and that play was headed nowhere. Oladokin on a 14-yard pass play off a scramble on third down.
And the ball was snapped to his left, went off of his hands. He's able to get hold of it, and then the circus began right there. Excellent job on the scramble drill, but Chris Oladokin keeping his composure to make something out of nothing and keep this drive going.
His buddy Mahomes will love that play. Now there's an injured Arizona Cardinal. Let's take the break. 2:59 to go in this first preseason game. The Chiefs are down 20-17, but moving. So stay tuned. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
See website for details. Bills Happen is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Hey, bills happen. So when you need extra cash fast, go to billshappen.com. Have you been turned down? Are your credit cards maxed out? Do you have bad credit? Go to billshappen.com. All you need is a job and a checking account. You can find a lender and get up to $5,000 cash as early as tomorrow at billshappen.com. Billshappen.com is the smart way to get a personal lender now. So if you need extra money for car repairs, medical bills, family emergencies, whatever you need cash for, go to billshappen.com and you can get the money you need as soon as the next day, up to $5,000. At billshappen.com, our process is safe, secure, and all online. No one to deal with in person, and Bills Happen does not charge you any fees to use our service. It's easy. When you need a lender, just remember, when bills happen, go to billshappen.com. billshappen.com for the cash you need now. billshappen.com.
Y'all ready for Gillette's best shave? Try Gillette Labs with 5 ultra-thin blades, a built-in exfoliating bar, a precision trimmer on the back for sharp lineups. Gillette Labs delivers that smooth shave. Plus, and check this out, with one refill, you'll get up to 30 shaves. And on average, the blades last 50% longer than Gillette Fusion. Got something special coming up and you gotta look good? Check out Gillette Labs, the best a man could get. Gillette Labs also available in heated.
Arizona 20, Kansas City 17, and the play was ruled incomplete on the scramble play. Oladokin to Presley, they ruled he did not. They looked at it, thought about it, thought he didn't get 2 feet in bounds. So the Chiefs now have 4th and 3 at their own 23, down 3. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Your home for live and local high school sports. OKC Sports Radio, KINB 105.3 FM, HD1. Kingfisher, Oklahoma City, a Ferry Broadcasting Station.
One of the changes this year, replay assist. There's a guy watching that can change it without, they just buzz the guy and go, no, didn't get 2 feet in bounds. I feel like that was the maybe the situation.
Yeah, that was a catalyst in that.
On the previous play, after video assistance, the ruling is incomplete pass. 4th down.
There doesn't have to be a challenge necessarily this year. It can happen. If they just see it, hey, they blew it, we're going to, only certain things, but that one, complete, incomplete, or inbounds, out of bounds is reviewable.
And obviously that's unfortunate for the Chiefs as they're going to go for it here with just over 3 minutes left in this game. Go for it on 4th down.
4th and 3. Chiefs down 3. Got to have this one at their own 23. Elijah Young sprints into the left flat. Oladokun looks that way. Now he's going to break free, trying to scramble. First down plus. Oladokun 40. Oladokun 45 and out of bounds at midfield. And with that, and his offensive teammate Kareem Hunt loved it, I'm sure. Let's go to the sideline.
Okay, we're Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt. What's it mean to you to be back here in Kansas City?
You know, it means a lot to me. You know, I don't even think I can put it into words. But, you know, I'm very grateful to be back here, you know, where it all started.
How did, I guess, the last off-season transpire? Did you have a feeling they wanted to bring you back?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. Definitely here and there. I didn't really know too much. I just, you know, stayed patient and had a feeling I was going to be coming back.
We haven't seen a lot of you and Isaiah Pacheco together, but that's got some possibilities. What do you think that combination can mean?
You know, I think it could be real good, man. I think it's going to be a strong running back room, and, you know, I love the way our, you know, combinations work together.
Why does this offense work for you?
You know, it's an offense that, you know, I know very well and, you know, kind of been playing in, you know, my whole career. So, you know, I think that's why it works.
This team continues to kind of reload as well. You've seen it with this team and then obviously away from this team. But what has given it the ability to continue to reload? You're in a position every year to be a contender.
It's just great coaching, man. And it's just the culture here. Like, we, you know, try to bring the best out of each and every player that we get. So, you know, max potential.
How would you describe an Andy Reid training camp?
You know, one of the toughest ones around the league, definitely. You know, hard and, you know, focused.
But it works, right? Is that the proof in the pudding kind of thing?
Most definitely. It definitely works.
All right. Congratulations. We'll enjoy seeing your progression continuing this season. Thanks, Kareem.
All right. Thank you.
All right, guys. That's Kareem Hunt. Back to you.
So valuable to this team. Now, while we were talking to Kareem, a couple of 15-yard penalties. After the 27-yard scramble by Oladokun, they called a 15-yard penalty. Personal foul.
Face mask. Offense, number 84. A 15-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
So a 15-yard penalty on Elijah Badger for a hit on the 27-yard scramble, but it gave the Chiefs a first down. Just pushed him back 15. Now they're calling an offensive face mask on Magdalena, who was forearming the defender. Didn't see him grab the face mask.
I didn't see it either. I thought that was just a tough stiff arm to the face mask. He didn't grab it, didn't pull him down. Two tough breaks for the Chiefs.
They have 1st and 20. The ball at their own 24. At 2:45 to go in the game. 20-17 Cardinals. Oladokun just converted on a 27-yard run, but a couple of big-time penalties have set the team back. Oladokun tries to go left boundary, incomplete. Presley was cutting in, and he threw the ball as an out. At the conclusion of this game, stay tuned. We're going to have the post-game report hosted by Joshua Briscoe. A lot of cool things to talk about that we saw, especially in the first half. And the post-game report is brought to you Flight by Yingling. 2nd and 10, 2nd and 20, I should say, for Chris Oladokun and the Chiefs. Got their own 24. Kansas City trailing 20-17 after they led 14-3. Chiefs go with a 3-wide look. They've got to tie it in on the left side. Oladokun takes the shotgun snap, trying to buy some time deep in the pocket, and he's going to throw it and throws it away to avoid a sack. Pressure was coming on him in a hurry and coming from linebacker Vi Jones. Now it's 3rd and 20, Kansas City, from its own 24. Dalton Cooper on the offensive line right now, Joey Lombard, Issa Pole, and C.J. Hansen.
Yeah, right in this circumstance, Mitch, you like to get at least half of it back. It's going to be 4-down territory regardless. Maybe a short crossing route.
Elijah Young is the running back. Chiefs have 3 wide to the near side. Oladokun, here comes the blitz. They pick it up, and he throws it to Young, who makes the catch, gets up, and they're going to say trap the football. Now you got 4th and 20 at the 24-yard line, your own. 2:27 to go in the game. Got 2 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning.
Going to keep the offense on the field, but Yeah, with the 2-minute warning and the 2 timeouts, you put some pressure on the defense to get a quick 3 and out. Looks like they're going to opt to try to get the 4th down conversion here.
Yeah, they could only run 15 seconds off the clock, but a chance to end timeout by Oladokin. Flag called in a delay of game. He does not get the timeout called before delay of game.
Prior to the expiration of the play clock, timeout, Kansas City, their second of the half. Be 30 seconds in length.
These back judges are always mad because they want to throw the flag to get the delay of game, and they never get it. So he just picked it up. I know he's stretching his flag out, but he wasn't happy.
No. Their time to shine. Their opportunity.
10 penalties, 108 yards. Remember Super Bowl 54 and how controversial it was. Now San Francisco thinking, hey, we should have had delay a game. Instead, it ended up being a stop by Kansas City.
Well, that's a crucial timeout to be called by the Chiefs, as you mentioned. With 2 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning, a 3 and out could have been feasible, but now having to call this timeout, you only have 1 left.
And the 2-minute warning. So it ends up being about a 1.5-minute possession. Punt is away and taken at the 10-yard line. Right at the middle of the field. Darting right, now trying to turn back to the left. 29-yard line on the return.
There is no foul for roughing the kicker.
Robert Tunyon
was by a teammate.
is covering.
First down, Arizona.
Also, Jaquarius Spivey, another tight end, got downfield. But now, 2:13, 1 timeout on the 2-minute warning. A 65-yard punt by Ariza, 18 yards on the return. 20-17 Cardinals at 2:13 to go in the game.
Well, it's essential that the defense makes something happen here. I like to believe that the Cardinals are going to try to run the ball, so hold up the ball carrier while the second guy, don't go for the big hit. Go for the ball. Try to knock the ball loose and create something to get your offense the ball back.
Clayton Tune stays in at quarterback, the 3rd stringer for Arizona. They got 3 on the roster. And they're going to run it, waiting on a little delay run, and the Chiefs clog it up and pull him down. They'll let it go to the 2-minute warning here. That'll stop the clock. No gain on the play. Or they do stop the clock. 2 seconds on the 2-minute warning before the 2-minute. Some
timeout, Kansas City. Their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Be 30 seconds in length.
Thing is, you're only saving 2 seconds here.
Yeah. It's a tough dynamic if you give up a first down, the game is over.
The clock to 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
7 seconds. So just a few extra seconds on the clock. The 3rd down coming. They'll be able to milk some of that down close to 1 minute and 30 seconds with our opportunity to get the ball back with just over a minute left.
They put 5 seconds back, so okay. Gain 7 seconds. Need a stop here. 0 gain on the run that last time. By Knight, he stays back in there. Under center is Tune. 20-17 Cardinals. 7 seconds to the 2-minute warning. Tune, long count. Right side run. Chiefs are waiting on the running back and pull him down. Izzard was there, and a flag that will stop the clock. And it's offside on Kansas City.
Lined up off sides. It looked like they changed the play opposite.
Offside. Defense number 94 is lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
From Malik Herring.
That brings up some PTSD from the AFC Championship 2018. Your therapy's going good. I'm not sure mine is. And that thing comes back into my mind at this point of the game. 2:03 to go. It's now 2nd and 5. So that 5-yard penalty is large. 20-17 Arizona. They're going to give it off again. Knight jumps into the mass of humanity. And a scrum now moves forward as Arizona just keeps pushing the pile near a first down.
Another flag as well. Not sure if this is going to be got a legal motion from the offense. I thought initially it might be lining up in the neutral zone again.
Illegal shift. Offense numbers 39 and 45 were not set. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And it backs up the 5 yards, but it's eating time and the 2-minute warning.
This is a 2-minute warning.
At 1:53. So we come back, it'll be 2nd and 10, but the Chiefs are out of timeouts, and Arizona can run the clock down a lot here. The 2-minute warning is powered by your Midwest Ford dealers, driven by value, official partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. Find your local Midwest Ford dealer at Ford.com.
Listen up, Chiefs Kingdom. It's football season. That means it's tailgating season. No one does it better than the experts at Hy-Vee. Elevate your tailgate. At Hy-Vee, you can find the perfect fit, from meats to veggies to snacks, at any of our 20 metro locations. From the best burgers, brats, and wings to Chiefs apparel, Hy-Vee's the perfect teammate for your tailgate, at home or in the parking lot. Let us enhance your game experience in delicious fashion. Hy-Vee, the official grocery and convenience store sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs. For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tiger, Dragon, do you have what it takes to win? Be fierce like the tiger, strong like the dragon. Only the brave will survive.
Yeah, that's not how these games work. With Tiger and Dragon from the Kansas Lottery, you can win up to $125,000 or $100K in a second chance drawing.
You are weak.
Ouch. It's not a video game. It's better. Play Tiger and Dragon instant games from the Kansas Lottery.
Let's play.
Yeah, that works. See kslottery.com for details.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Groom.
Sam, 30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
This Friday,
Mahomes crossing pattern caught kelce 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown, Kansas City.
Be sure to join us as the preseason continues live from Seattle, right here on the Chiefs Radio Network.
Back here in Glendale, Arizona, 20-17. And a reminder that next Friday night, we're going to Seattle. So we're going to stay in this division and take another long trip. Pregame will start at 8. Kickoff is at 9 Central on this largest network in the NFL, the Chiefs Radio Network. That's Friday night. So a short week. Back to St. Joe, though, after this. Chiefs declined the penalty to make it 3rd down. So Arizona would have 2 cracks to get 1 yard to end the game. 20-17 Arizona. Clayton Tune, quarterback sneak, gets his shoulders turned and trying to pile forward, and he does just that after the Chiefs got the initial stop. That'll be it as Arizona can run out the clock. Chiefs were up 14-3 at one point. An interception by Bailey Zappi turned the game, and then Arizona went and flipped the game to get 14 unanswered points. Then Harrison Butker tied it with a 58-yard field goal, made it 17-17. The penalties were an issue tonight. 11 penalties on the Chiefs. A couple of those were big, including allowing Arizona to get the go-ahead field goal of 50 yards. But a lot of positives. What did you see that you liked?
Well, I saw some young talent go out and maximize their opportunities at the wide receiver position, even at the defensive back position as well. But as you mentioned, some of the glaring holes, so to speak, was the penalties, the big plays given up on 3rd down, the extended drives that happened. On the final opportunity for the offense, you had a couple of penalties by wide receivers down the field. That